taking the stream in a new direction with techno jihad. I found that song. I have no fucking. It's called "Harem Party" by Mahmoud Awad, and it's from 2009. At some point, I went through my old likes on YouTube from decades ago now, and I found that, and I thought, oh, I'll play that during a stream and ruin everyone's day. So this is the 9th consecutive stream in a row where I booted OBS and clicked a button to stream. Then it tells me randomly it'll work, and then it'll tell me randomly it doesn't work anymore. And then it's like, okay, well, there's 8 different moving components of this. You have the version of OBS, you have, and which is only compatible with certain versions of Linux drivers, and then those Linux drivers are only compatible with certain versions of the Linux kernel. So you have to figure out what version of the kernel supports the right version of the NVIDIA drivers, which OBS is packaged to want. And if you decide to uninstall OBS and install a different version of OBS, hoping that it will work with those other packages, then you have this issue where you lose everything in your scenes. You lose all your fucking your layouts. So it's just the worst experience ever. I'm actually considering. I've been. Here's a fun fact: if you are a Windows person, number one, don't switch to Linux. I actually had someone ask me recently, should I try Linux? And I said, no, don't try Linux. I wanna spread alternatives. I want to spread free and open source alternatives, but I just can't recommend Linux to anyone. I have trouble with Linux, and people make fun of me for that and say, oh, well, you don't know how to install drivers by the command line when, the installer tool for installing the drivers just doesn't fucking work. Well, you're an idiot. You don't deserve to have nice things. And it's like, well, you know what? If I can't figure out something, chances are 90% of people can't figure out how to use something. And it's like, you're not gonna get people into your shit if it sucks. I don't know what to tell you. If your shit sucks, people aren't gonna use it even if it's free. People will just pirate Windows. And speaking of pirating Windows, I would encourage you all, if you choose to partake, Windows is 100% free. If you choose to pirate Windows, there is a version of Windows called LTSC, the Long-Term Support Channel. And this is the unpaused version of Windows. This is the version that doesn't have any new features. It is literally just Windows, as if you opened up like Windows XP or something. It's completely stripped down. There's no gay shit. It's made for companies, so there's no bullshit involved. I would strongly, the next time you need to install a fresh version of Windows, go to your local Russian torrent site, because Russia has recently decriminalized torrenting anything not made in Russia, any hostile country. So basically everything ever made at this moment. And then you can torrent yourself with Windows LTSC and install that. It takes 30 seconds, unless you're me. I had trouble installing Windows. I don't know why. Here's how bad my luck is. I have all my games on a 10 terabyte drive. And then I was like, why doesn't any of my fucking games work with Proton on Linux? And it's like, everyone's sending me all these games work great. Platinum level compatibility with Linux Proton. It's so good. It's near native, you guys. And then I find out that the games don't run unless your drive is not formatted NFTS or whatever the fuck. So it doesn't tell you this either. It just closes. You boot up the game, it says it's running, and then it fucking closes. There's no log. The log is empty. It says game booting up and then nothing. You could throw in a line there like, oh, your drive is not in the right format. Change your drive format to something else. But no, it doesn't say this. It doesn't say what the fuck it is. So it's just a mess. Everything sucks. There's no debugging tools. It doesn't tell you what the fuck is wrong. It says check this log file. The log file is empty, and that's everything on Linux. It's just awful. It's the worst fucking experience on the face of the planet. It irritates the fuck out of me, because I just want things to work. Here's what I'll do, chat. I've been listening to that fucking sorry, I do a thing where I either and or I just insert fucking instead. I'll go and then I'll continue my thought, or I'll say fucking and then I'll pause on that instead of just enjoying the silence. But I've been listening to Report of the Week, Review Bra, and he's a fanatic of shortwave radio. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up our data center. I'm gonna find a state. I don't know what state. Or maybe in China. I'll set it up in Tibet because Americans are allowed in Tibet. And I'll set up my own ISP there. I'll buy a data center, and then I'll set up a shortwave radio that can broadcast the entire world. And I'll just put together a 24-hour syndicated shortwave radio feed, and that'll be my new technology. And you won't have to use Linux to get on my shortwave radio. You can just buy one of those crank survivalist radios that they sell in stores for like $10. And this will be our plan. The guy who runs Post was talking about doing like a 24-hour scheduled thing. It's like, if you're gonna do that, you should do shortwave radio too. If you're gonna literally set up a 24-hour thing where people have time slots and stuff, like, why not? So this is my plan. Once I convince Elon Musk to bankroll me, I'm gonna buy a data center in either like, I don't know, what's a free state in the U.S.? Nevada. I'll buy it right next to I'll name it Area 52. I'll buy all the acreage right next to Area 51, and this is where I'll put my data center slash international shortwave radio station, and I'll broadcast piping hot autism 24/7, even after the bombs drop, and there won't be any issues. Idaho, good luck. Price of land in Idaho is so expensive because all the conservatives in the Pacific Northwest are fleeing from Washington and Oregon. They're all going to Idaho and Montana. So expensive there. You think, oh, who the fuck wants to live in Idaho? That's just where potatoes are growing. Then it turns out, oh, everyone who lives in Seattle wants to live in Idaho. Apparently, is the correct answer to that. Everyone white. Alaska, I don't know. That'd be fun. That's fun. I call it the North Pole Station by ISP in the tippy top, the far north of Alaska, with a shortwave radio transmitter. I'm like, hello, everyone who survived the apocalypse. It's me, Josh. Yes, I'm still alive. I'm eating elk. I'm eating elk to get by now. I'm huddled up. My solar panels still work for now. I have to go out every morning with one of those windshield wipe, like frost removers, and I have to defrost my solar panels. And then I cook some elk by holding it over where the sun reflects. And then I eat that. And now here I am on my shortwave radio broadcast. And Alaskan Crab Day, exactly. I throw my pot over. I'm on like an oil rig. I throw my pot over the side, and I pull up some Alaskan crab, and I just eat the fuckers. And I just want you to know I'm having a good day, even if you're not. Even if you're being torn apart by mutants right now, I'm having a good day. Let's see. Oh, before I forget, I got a $1,000 super chat thing last stream from a guy named Israel who said people like Corey Barnhill is why we can't have nice things like 9chan. And that is correct. And there's something I want to discuss regarding that. There is a group of people who hate me. They hate me. And they hate me because there is a lolicon website called ATF, not that one. And this website was DDoS down the same week that the Kiwi Farms thread on it went up. And I've recently discovered that these people personally blame me for this. And they're like, anytime the Kiwi Farms is mentioned on 4chan, someone comes up and says the Kiwi fags are shit because they brought down ATF, my favorite lolicon website. And this has been going on for years, and I have no idea what the fuck the story is with this. I have no idea why they blame me. And then I think that is probably where the anonymous poster is posting child pornography on 9chan came from. I think that's what it is. That it's like anonymous people who are big onto image board culture who participate in this lolicon website and who, for whatever reason, think that we took it down as if that's something that we do. And it's truly bizarre. The world is very small, and there is definitely a handful of very dedicated people who fucking hate me personally because of this, and I have no idea why. Very strange. Cake Jew. I don't know who that is. I don't know anything about this. Is my point. It's just very strange. It's very tiring. Did I get yeeted from Streamlabs. If I did, that would be news to me. Recent events. My stuff is all up. If I've been yeeted from Streamlabs, I wouldn't know. Is it not working? Is that something that else is not working today? Let's see. 4 round Streamlabs alerts. I'll resend this one that I got off the air. Is it actually down? That sucks if it's down. 404. Oh, it 404s, huh? Wait, let me find this out because that's very strange. Because on my side, it literally tells me nothing. It could just be like an error, like the URL has changed. Let's see. Sorry, I apologize that this is not very interesting, but I'm very perplexed if this is the issue. Oh, you know what it is? Huh, it is 404. Unable to find this broadcaster. I don't understand though, because my dashboard is literally completely unaffected by this. How can this be if it's down? Why is there no message anywhere on my page that says, "Oh, by the way, your shit's gone"? I'm losing my fucking mind. I feel like I have to. No, sorry. I will take a second. We're already 45 minutes late to the stream. I'll take 1 second to figure out what the fuck is with this. Tip page. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is really. I mean, if they have taken me down, I literally. I'm flabbergasted because I haven't been notified, and I'm clicking around my Streamlabs, and it's just like it's completely fine, and it shows my history and everything. Oh, okay, whatever then. I'll look into it later. Can't be asked to waste any more time today. A ban world, yeah. Welcome to Blackland. Whatever. Oh well. At least the Gumroad's still around right now. Okay, so let's talk about a cat. There is on April. Some websites got to enjoy their April Fools. I was not one of them. And sorry, I realized that one of my streams I was gonna play, I have to sign in to watch for whatever reason. Reddit pulled off their places, and if you don't know what the history of places is, it's kind of interesting because back it started in 2016, I want to say, and the first year that it launched, it was during the election, so there was a big fight with the Donald people to try and get like the American flag like front and center, and it was kind of fun. It was kind of like just mild people trying to promote their various interests and shit. And this year it's like it's so sanitized because basically nobody's on Reddit anymore. Anybody with like a contrarian opinion has already been banned. And one of the things that I guess like the admins have trauma on Reddit because there used to be R Drama, and then R Drama got kicked off. And before they got kicked off, they were huge fans of this cat, which was like a Telegram sticker pack. And I think the cat also had some significance to Reddit itself. Don't quote me on that. But they all use this cat as like their avatar. So all the R Drama people basically used it as an avatar. And I think the admins from Reddit got PTSD dealing with the R Drama people and their cat. So now they consider it a dog whistle, and they have essentially banned any reference to it. So while the um, the place event was going on, which is just like a pixel placing game. You have a big white canvas, and people individually, 5 minutes at a time, drop one pixel at a time. So the objective is communities should get together to paint things collaboratively, to impress Reddit with their creativity or whatever. So the our drama people come back and they paint Marzi because that's their logo. And the admins went out of their way to ban anyone painting this cat, and would go through with their admin tools and blanket paint the cat out. So they would take a big black box and just drop it on top of the cat to get rid of it, because the admins are convinced that this cat's presence on Reddit was meant to like intimidate trans folks and admins. And this was so preposterous that even the normies on Reddit were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Uh, so here's an example of the interactions. Chator was the big one. There's a video of Chator like going down and placing pixels one on top of each other, like bypassing the 5 minute wait so he could blot out the cat. Chator says, "Hey there, this sucks and it's something that we've been chasing down for a while now. The Leaks Girl spammer also started trying to do this a bit as well." And then they're saying that he's a place cheater. And this is an example. This is the video, I think, of the admin freaking out and painting over the cat. Oh, and this got to the front page, which is what caused it to be to get normies paying attention to it. So this is the actual game. You can see that like it zoomed in, and you drop a pixel. It's a little color, but then Chator, the admin that I just read, is going through, and he's very quickly dropping pixels out to get rid of the Marzi that you can kind of see in the background. He's restoring, because it was painted over something else, like the Irish flag or some shit. And he's like, "No, we cannot have this. We have to get rid of this cat." And the list of things which have now been labeled like a hate symbol has to be numbering like the thousands. How many different numbers can you think of off the top of your head that are racist? That are like mean numbers that you can't even say. And it's like, good luck trying to ban fucking numbers, but they do. And now, how many animals? Remember when the pigeon from Facebook that bobbed its head back and forth? Remember when that was considered like a hate symbol? Let me find it actually. It was like an animated GIF of a pigeon from, I think, Thailand. It was like a Pacific Asian artist that drew this little pigeon, and then everyone unfortunately was like, "We're gonna make this a hate symbol by making it like by associating it with a mean post or some shit," and it worked. And this pigeon became a hate symbol, and then Pepe the Frog is a hate symbol. The OK hand gesture preposterously is now a hate symbol. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre how easy it is to take something and then make it a big deal that people have to censor out of existence. I forgot about that pigeon. It's been a while. Milk. Oh yeah, that's right. Milk was racist too, because it's white. Yeah, the oak. Can we get the rainbow flags that hate symbol? You'd have to associate it with Christianity again, and then you could probably get it listed as a hate symbol. I don't know though. The branding of the branding of the rainbow flag, I think, in the future, like in 100, 200 years from now, will be studied as one of the most effective marketing tools in the history of mankind. To take something as universal as the rainbow and then use that as a symbol for individuality, and then combine that with homosexuality and transgenderness and stuff, because it's so easy to take it and incorporate the design into basically everything. Everything in your life can be rainbowified. And the fact that it's additionally it's like a religious symbol too. It's like the rainbow comes from heaven, so it was a thing of God, and now it's been taken to represent godless sodomites. It's really fascinating. It's like when people look back on De Beers and look at how a diamond, they took a carbon rock and made it the most precious gemstone on the planet, even though it's not particularly scarce. It's kind of like that. It's a next level ingenious. But yeah, that's an aside. I'm just saying you're not gonna be able to take that from from them at this point. So this is Mirari01. And Mirari, from what I understand, is a power mod. So he's like a Janny that just Jannies all day. He probably gets welfare, and he moderates like 10 million different subs. So he's like a power tripper all the time. Reddit staff members abusing administrative power in our place by Milk71. Mirari01 replies, "Stop lying about what we know full well to be a neo-Nazi dog whistle. Nobody is fooled by your fake pretense." And again, this cat is what he's referring to as a neo-Nazi dog whistle. Reddit staff member is abusing power in our place. He says, "No, you are very, very deliberately lying, and there's no reason to discuss anything with the likes of you ever. I'm not playing your game. Admin removed a neo-Nazi dog whistle. Nazis are butt mad." He says liar twice. And it says, "Pretend you're angry somewhere else. You'll understand that a neo-Nazi symbol will be removed." How can you call a cat a dog whistle, by the way? That's that's just completely wrong. It's a cat whistle, if anything. Do cats have whistles? They have sensitive ears, right? So technically, there should be sounds that we can't hear that they can hear. But that's the gist of it, the back and forth. There's probably more to it. This is the final version of it. You can see the cat right there. And over there, on the right hand side, there's a big one that says DFT buy, and then there's one on the left that says the same thing. There's actually a couple versions. Oh, he's zooming in is what he's doing. And then Reddit says it's a masterpiece. So Reddit endorses the... Hey, it's Sneed. That's nice. But the real punchline, by the way, the real punchline to all this is that while they're freaking out, and I was saying, don't trust screenshots, don't trust screen captures from Bardfin. And Bardfin is like an admin, right? Is he a power mod or is he a Reddit admin? There's Discord screenshots that I really want to read. I thought I had set aside, but I guess not. Oh, here. It's not Discord, but Mirari is saying, "You should be really, really careful with what kind of neo-Nazi narratives you spread. I have absolutely zero patience for the absolute bullshit manufactured controversy that insists that an admin doing their fucking job, which they don't get paid for, at removing a neo-Nazi dog whistle, 1, did anything wrong, 2, is cheating, and 3, even hints at condoning or joining hate mobbing a site admin for doing their fucking job when removing hate speech." You can hear, like, the way this guy types reminds me of how Pete talks. Like when Pete is super angry, he's like, it's a fucking neo-Nazi dog whistle, and I have no patience for that. Get banned. I'm not gonna. Such a stupid idiot. It's like just foaming at the mouth. Like, can't even stop and think about what they're writing to organize their thoughts. They're just so frustrated with the fact they're being confronted. He continues, "You're not going to fucking taunt me on my own Slack with neo-Nazi hate mobbing. Here, you come to me on the day of April Fools on my own Slack, and you ask me to not delete this cat. Why should I? Marzi the cat is originally a Telegram emoji pack, which sometime last year was co-opted by neo-Nazis as a cat whistle. As soon as it was posted on our place, it was destined to be removed for the same reason a swastika will be removed." You know, the swastika has a little bit more history than that. I'm trying to imagine, like, World War II photos with Marzi. It's like the German soldiers, and they're sitting by their tanks, and they're all smiling, holding little cats and stuff. And then the banner has, like, the Marzi face instead of the swastika in black in the middle. Like, that flag was flown over occupied countries and stuff. I don't think Marzi the cat has ever sat there in the Fuhrer's balcony, banging on the podium, meowing at people to add them to place. Attacking someone for doing their job and taunting me when I stand up for someone, upholding the site-wide content policy against hate speech by directly referencing our drama and Kiwi Farms, calling her my favorite admin is crossing the line. Oh, that's the reason why he's so upset Milady got involved. By the way, our drama, is very apolitical, even more so than the forum. And oh no, that's awful. That's animal abuse. You can't punch him. You can't punch him, Marzi. I think if you click if you click anywhere on their banner, you get redirected to the National Center for Trans Equality. So as they're saying that this website is like a hate website, they're very pro LGBT. Anywhere you click on this page will redirect you to the transequality.org site to donate money, and they're very clearly anti-hate symbols. So, oh, do I want to click this? I hope this is not pornographic. I think their site's safe. Oh no, who is that? That must be one of the moderators drawn into the cat face. That's disgusting. Don't do that to Marzen. I will continue. What annoys me is that this drama in quotes is 100% fake. It's manufactured outrage. They knew it would be removed. That's the entire reason they wanted to post it. Bedu says, I mean, we can keep it a hate symbol by acknowledging it. Morari replies, because when it would inevitably be removed, they could attack the visible community admins who uphold the content policy like no racism and moderate your damn subreddit. They blame people like Chator for the existence of the content policy. The intent is to harass site admins to the point they quit. Nate the Great, who has a big fat horse as his avatar, which is kind of cute. It reminds me of that comic guy's style. But he says, now I don't personally think a Marzi is a hate symbol because I don't think our drama is entirely right-wing. Drama is about causing chaos and taking a political side. It's just that it's easy to get people riled up when you're taking a phobic approach about it. It's lazy trolling. They also troll right-wingers. They're probably more about this will make libs mad rather than fuck the trans flag, fuck trans women are men. He says, right, but this isn't just drama.net. Kiwi Farms is involved. They dox Chator. Dun, dun, dun. That's a pretty cute cat. I gave them shit for it because they kept posting fucking gifs of this cat in the thread. And I'm like, can you stop? Can you stop like flooding the thread? Oh, this is Chator, by the way. This is a biological woman, in case you're curious. And I just want to know, I posted this in the thread, but I was like, why does this Walmart bag lady get to work? No, literally she. Don't even fucking start with that. You can look it up. It's a bio. But it's like, why does this Walmart bag lady get to decide what is and is not allowed? How have we reached this point in our decadent society to where this thing is the one who gets to decide, yeah, this right here, we can't have this. You gotta fucking go. You people are causing problems again. Oh, there's more logs. Oh, here, this is great. I remember this. The swiftness with the response and the dox happened is an indication that this is a stage event. They knew it would be removed. They counted on it so they could launch their stage 2, which is harassing the admin involved. And 9 out of 10, that would be Chator, since she is a front-facing admin for stuff like this. There may have been other admins involved in editing out the image, but they focused on her. Our drama is figuring out that I follow the content policy. They're making fun of them. No shit, I follow the content policy. I know people like that would just love to find stuff for me to report. This is why I always tell mods to never say anything that can be taken wrong. This dude's a fucking genius. He tells mods, don't ever say things in public because you might look like a retard. And then he's just in Slack having a meltdown. Who got outed for having a fart fetish? That's not Flamenco, is it? I don't know who you're talking about. Kiwi Farms and Our Drama net organized this, likely the same people using both sites. It's not surprising at all, not one little bit, that the people participating in this lost their accounts. It's also exactly right that they did. People that organize a harassment mob that includes a full dox of the site admin on Kiwi Farms of all places shouldn't be on Reddit. See, oh, I know that they're digging through Flamenco's, like, I'll say, don't let me forget that. I'll get to that in a second. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I got distracted by Flamenco's fart fetish. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, I got accused of by fucking people in the Discord by VM saying that the whole path.net thing is a stage event. Did I even talk about that? Did that? I did. I did talk about that. I can't give a full follow up to that yet because I'm still waiting. There's privilege involved, but there is. I'll just save it. I'll save it until it's safer to talk about it because it's still hot. I don't. It's hard for me to say right now what is and is not real because there's definitely fake shit happening, and I just don't trust the company. But the lawyer that I have managed to get into touch with him, and he says he does represent Path, but then claims that certain other things are untrue. But those things probably aren't untrue because he fucking sent them. So how he can deny one thing and then certify another is just beyond me. I really don't know what they're up to. I think, here's my honest opinion. I think that if you look at the people who work for Path, every single one of them has a criminal history. And I guarantee you that they're all like pathological liars like Corey is. And they just are playing games right now. And they're trying to do damage control. And I have to be very careful with how I go about this because they're doing some gay bullshit. I'm very certain of it without getting into specifics. Oh, and the punchline of the cat thing, by the way. The artist is this guy called Anton Dmitriev, who is from Kiev, Ukraine. So they have literally canceled the art of a Ukrainian artist after spending the last however many months bending over backwards to simp for Ukraine. By the way, speaking of, this would now be the appropriate time to do some math, my friends. Days since February 24th, 2022. 43 days since the February 24th, the start of the invasion of Ukraine. Invasion of Poland. And that was from September 1st to the 6th of October. 35 days. So we need this picture, right? Hitler laughing at Stalin. And this, my friends, it is now time to gloat. Hitler did it better than Putin. I don't see an end to this in any time soon, chat. I don't know. Maybe they'll peace out. I say peace out like it's a Hoey 4 game, but kind of sad. Though, I mean, I guess we have to give them twice the length, right? Because Poland was invaded by Russia and the Soviet Union, which most people forget. So we'll have to come back and look at this again. How many days? 78 days out in the future, and then we'll see. Has this invasion gone better than Hitler and the Soviet Union invading Poland? We'll give them twice the time, chat, before we start making fun of the Russians. Not that I'm rooting for any particular side. I just want to cause the maximum amount of anal pain. Speaking of anal pain, let me get a sip of water. State of Wisconsin. Circuit Court. This is in regards to Patrick Tomlinson and Andrew Nadolski, which sounds Polish, but I don't want to take a bet on that. To recap this, Patrick Tomlinson is a sci-fi author. He once went on Opie and Anthony. He said that somebody wasn't funny. I forget who. Chat's going to correct me. He then sued. Or sorry, not then sued. He then had an ongoing thing with Opie and Anthony anti-fans. Norm Macdonald. Okay, that's it. He said that Norm Macdonald was not funny, which caused a lot of people who are fans of Opie and Anthony and then later anti-fans of Opie and Anthony to troll the fuck out of Patrick Tomlinson. Patrick Tomlinson has a pathological compulsion to reply to every single troll in the most condescending way possible, which earns him absolutely no sympathy from anyone. And because he chooses to reply to absolutely everyone, it encourages trolls to fuck with him endlessly. He's the guy who I played a clip of where he says, "Child, no, child, that's not how it is. No, child, I am winning, and no, child, I will not pay quasi any money." That fucker. And now he doesn't call people child anymore because I guess people like pointed out enough times that it makes him sound like an actual sex pest. Like I just imagine, like he used to be married, and I just imagine that's how he talks to like his wife and kids. Like, no, child, you will not have another cookie from the cookie jar. Pop, 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 pop. He beats him around a bit. It just makes him sound like a fucking sociopath. So now we switch to calling people stalker. And it says, no, stalker, I will never back down. And one of those stalker childs is Andrew Nadolski, who may or may not be a member of the forum. Apparently, he's just a lurker. Sent Tomlinson a message, say, what up, my dude? I'm going to kick your ass. Come meet me at this bar. To which Tomlinson replied, stalker child, I will be there to beat your fucking head in, child stalker. So he shows up at the bar. They actually meet up in person. And then kind of like when dogs are barking at each other through a fence and then the gate opens and they both fuck off. I think Patrick ends up calling the police and they get separated. There's no fight that actually happens. And then Patrick files at the court and says, I need an injunction against this stalker child. And the judge says, no, you received a text message, and maybe on its own, that would be harassment. But you then replied, I'm going to break your fucking face, and showed up at the place he invited you to go to in public to confront him. So it's very hard for me to say that you deserve an injunction when you're kind of a belligerent retard. And this is the transcript of this injunctive hearing. I'm going to scan through it. I know there's some funny bits, and if I can't find them, it's only a couple pages. 28 pages, but the text is such that they take up a lot of space. I'll just kind of scan through. This is just some back and forth. Nadolski is contesting the injunction. The court asked Tomlinson, who is the petitioner, do you have any witnesses with you today? And Tomlinson says, no, but I can certainly bring them if necessary. And the court replies, well, this is the day of the hearing, although you do have the right for an appeal. Do you understand that you cannot testify as to what anyone told you about him going into the bar? To which Tomlinson replies, I do not understand that. To which the judge replies, well, you can't. So Tomlinson is off foot already. I don't know. I thought he had an attorney. He does have money, allegedly. Maybe not. He doesn't have enough money to pay quasi. So he says, I can bring my witnesses. And the court reminds him that this was the time to bring your witnesses. And he says, oh, well, too bad. And then the court says, well, you can't talk about hearsay. And he says, well, I don't get that. So off to a great start. He's already navigating the courtroom competently. Says, heading them that the text messages came from Nadolski. He sent me a picture of his driver's license. When did he do that? During the text exchanges of about a month ago leading up to him showing at the bar looking for me. He says, can you bring those up on your phone? And then he does. Which is very strange. This is how you end up in court for harassment, by the way, is you just show people pictures of your driver's license as you threaten to fight them. Oh, why would he possibly text you a picture of his driver's license? Asked the judge. And to which Tomlinson replies, he's an arrogant idiot. This is the first time any of them have broken their anonymity. Don't you think it's equally possible that this group is doing the same thing to him that they're doing to you? No, it is not. Why not? Because he is a part of their group. How do you know that? Because they embrace him totally. How do you know that? Because they have a website dedicated to the harassment of me and my family. I guess the question is, why would he send him a picture of his driver's license as opposed to like this group fucking with you also sending a picture of some random guy saying that this is me? So how do you establish his identity? And he's like, I don't really have a fucking clue. Yes, with over 200,000 posts dedicated to stalking me. Is he talking about the forum or is he talking about the Opie and Anthony forum? Hi, my my name is Andrew Nadolski, and I think you're a fat faggot and indiscernible, a possible pedophile who should be bullied until suicide. Have fun being a middle-aged loser whose entire life revolves around Twitter and your shitty book. See you at Hooligans. Your name is not Stalker because you can't but lie. How is he? This guy is so cringe. Oh, I like this too. I'm sorry. What is the group in question? And he says O and A here, and he says Opie and Anthony. It's a group that started out as a fan base for a now long dead shock jock radio show based out of New York. This is a very long, stupid story, sir. But the fact is, like, this group originated as part of the fans of a shock jock radio show. That show went off the air. Those shock jocks had over the years weaponized their fans and their followers and used them to attack people anonymously and stalk them in public. The judge has no question regarding Opie and Anthony. The original text references your books. What are those? So he just accepts that. Yeah, whatever. Opie and Anthony. Sure. Why not? Talks to those books. You're saying that you have witnesses that he came to the bar, confessed to your friends. Yes, 3 of them, all of which have made statements to the police. The police were not able to do anything because he's not a Milwaukee resident, which is why I went through the avenue of taking out this protective order. Okay, this is great. At one point in, I think, May during lockdown, they managed to get the police called to our home at 11 o'clock at night, banging on our door with their hands and their guns because they had believed a report that I was kidnapping African American children and grinding them up into pepperoni in my basement, which they all thought was absolutely hilarious. Didn't you? Yeah. To which the judge then instructs him, sir, don't do that. So I don't know what the fuck he's doing when he says, didn't you? Yeah, but the judge finds it very objectionable and says, please don't do that. And then Andrew gets to reply. Question, do you wish to make any statement about whether you sent text that he stated? He says, I did, but I don't believe that one night of admittedly not nice text messages constitutes harassment. Also, he's saying that I threatened to kick his ass, yet in the text he read off, I never once said that. And I, to my recollection, never did threaten to beat his ass, though he did threaten me with violence, and I have proof of that. The petitioner, no, I did not. The witness, yes, you did. The petitioner, no, I did not. I should have added a child there. By the court. How did he threaten you with violence? So Tomlinson says that when the police come for him, he'll just be cleanup. I won't be an emergency. So they'll be calling a mortician instead of an ambulance. The court asks, I don't understand why you're having any contact with him at all. He says, I don't excuse myself. I'd call it silliness. Then he threatened me, and then I went to the bar just to see if he was going to follow up with his threats. I did not threaten you. Again, sir, you're simply lying. And then the respondent replies, they're in the text messages. So he asks, what threat did you say he sent you? He says, like the 911 wouldn't be there an emergency, just clean up, presumably to clean me off the sidewalk or something. I'm not sure exactly what he meant with it, but it sounded pretty threatening to me. And how did he send you that? Answer over text messages. The court asks, Tomlinson, sir, did you send a text message to that effect? He says, no, I did not. I have all the text right here. First, imagine reading this in court and having to own these as your words. First class ticket to prison, stalker. Oh, baby child, please do. Oh, that's Nadelson making fun of him. Great. lowercase I internet on behalf of the court transcript. Very, very upsetting. Just talking about how they know him. Okay, so why does he believe that you're part of this group? He says, well, after the incident, before this incident, I've never posted on a website, had an account there, but after I made an account so I could tell my side of the story, basically he was claiming that I was sending him death threats, that I was going to kick his ass, all this other stuff, and I made an account so that I could tell my side of the story to them. The court asked Tomlinson, sir, you brought a lawsuit against other people in this group, and it was dismissed just a couple of weeks ago voluntarily. Yes, sir. Are there cases pending somewhere else? No, sir, not at this time, although we are looking at other strategies. That is itself a very long story. The court replies, this is by far one of the stranger cases I've had, and I don't pretend that I have the greatest grasp of what exactly has happened in total, but I do have is a fairly limited incident, and I'm not going to grant this, and let me explain why, because I'm also going to give a caveat at the end. Though I am absolutely perplexed by why Mr. Nadolsky would reach out to contact someone that they basically just have an internet beef with, I have some suspicions alcohol might have been involved. Could it be that he has a Polish last name? Was that your first hint, Judge? It was certainly not a smart thing to do. Why he chose to then come to Wisconsin to see the person in person just is even more incomprehensible to me. But the reason that I'm not going to grant this is because I have to look at the actions of the petitioner as well. And basically, again, while all this confounds me, I think that we have here someone contacting someone they don't like on the internet and saying, I don't like you, I think you're bad. And the person he contacted basically said, if you want to fight again, let's fight, and I'm going to beat the crap out of you. The petitioner, that is not what occurred, sir. The judge replies, that's what I interpret that text to mean. No, sir, that is not what occurred. Sir, that's what I interpret the text to mean. I think basically, while I don't understand why you'd reach out and do this, it makes no sense. I'll be quite blunt. This is one of the dumber things I've heard in this courtroom, Mr. Nadolsky. To some extent, what we really have here is very limited contact. I don't like you. Do you want to fight? I'll kick your ass. You're accepting the invitation. Sir, I did not. For some mind-numbing reason, he then comes here for the fight, which, thank God, doesn't happen. Sir, I did not invite him to come here. I did not invite to fight him. That did not occur. Sir, what you said was, I won't need 911. I think that is after he had already threatened me. This is after he had already said that he was going to come and confront me. I did not say I wanted to fight him. I think basically what happened is someone offered to fight, someone accepted, thank God it didn't happen. No, that is not what occurred. And on that limited basis, I'm not going to grant a harassment injunction. The caveat there is a clear line in the sand. You so much as send him another text of a rainbow doing something random, and he doesn't want any contact with you. He's made that clear. You can't contact him going forward. And then he says, I'm not going to give the injunction, to which Tomlinson finally replies, very well, how do we appeal indiscernible? So he mumbles something, very well, how do we appeal? Rah, 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 rah. To which the judge replies, you can get information from the deputy. And that is the end. Signed by Jennifer, whose signature appears to be the Japanese symbol no. I don't know why I know this, but that's what it looks like to me. Post it in chat if you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's it. Tomlinson once again loses. And Nadolsky gets away. Yeah, there it is. There's the nose. Thank you, weeaboos in chat. You finally did something useful, and and you know exactly what I mean. So that is the end of this. Very entertaining, very uplifting. I'm warming up to Tomlinson because he's just a big, lovable goof. And unlike a lot of goofs on the site, he causes no harm to anyone but himself continuously. And on that note, let's talk about Flamenco. So, Flamenco was streaming a restream. Restreaming a stream of Ralph's Kingpin Invitational, which was a bowling tournament hosted in Dallas, Texas. And the whole gist was Turkey Tom is very invested in this. I'm sensing some animus towards Flamenco from Turkey Tom. I don't know why. I don't know the lore behind this yet. I'm picking up on it though. So bowling, I'll get into it. Jim did a stream on it. Jim's stream was pretty good actually. I really liked it. Probably his best stream in a very long time, just because it's such a perfect little story of a horrific event. It's like a fire festival that everyone has done a YouTube history video on. But Flamenco decides, fuck it, I'll restream this. I will rap makeup. I will make some money. I'll make some super chat money off Streamlabs, because I definitely have Streamlabs, unlike Josh, who's a retard and can't get Streamlabs for whatever reason. And unfortunately, over the course of him restreaming Ralph to own the Ralph, trigger the Ralph, he accidentally posts his email address or shows it on screen. And I believe it's the email address. Don't quote me on that. But that leads to basically him getting doxxed. And he looks like... people have come up with many different interpretations of what he looks like. I think he looks like the Chud meme. I should pull this up to explain, because not everyone's going to know what the Chud meme is. Or not the Chud meme. The not the beefcake Chud. The one that they use for pull tards. Does he have a different name? This look. What do you call this one? Chud's the big guy. I'm not talking about the big guy. I'm talking. Look, see, I get this right. This is perfect. He just needs the square glasses. And he looks like the Chud meme to me. Whatever you would call this particular Chud. The pole meme, Chud Jack, pole face. Okay, pole face. It looks like the pole face. Am I wrong? Whatever. Also, a strange coincidence. If you don't know, my name allegedly is Joshua Connor Moon. And his name is Joshua Connor. I think Clayton is his middle name. Joshua Clayton Connor. Spelled a little bit differently, but mostly the same. So, very, very bizarre coincidence there. Jim invited him to change his name to Augustine, which would be cute. He could be Joshua Connor Augustine, like it's our love child or something. I like the Flam stuff. Just fucks me up. No hate to Flamenco Nation. Okay, it's just good fun then. We're gonna make fun of him a bit because he is a weeaboo, and therefore he's automatically on my shit list. Now, him accidentally doxing himself, of course, reaches the ears of Ethan Ralph, who has to interrupt his own event to make fun of Flamenco. Now, at this point in the stream, they're bowling, and Ralph, being a master entertainer, the best in the sector, he decides, I'm gonna set up a camera so that people can watch us bowl. And then he decides, I don't know how to accomplish this. So he just sticks the camera in the corner of the bar like it's been a bad boy and has to go to timeout. So it's literally focused on absolutely nothing for a long period of time. And then Ralph hears that Flamenco has doxed himself on accident. And he starts to hollow him.
Oh, does he have cross-platform?
Oh, there he is!
Oh,
Big man himself! There's Ralph. I can't hear him.
I was talking about the Xbox.
Ralph, your audio's fucked up. Fix it.
So, actually, I'll let it go. At this point, you can't hear Ralph. He's yelling at the camera. It's very creepy. Ralph's like right up in your face. Like, this is the last thing that you see before you get mouth raped in Vegas. It's just right up in your fucking face. And he doesn't realize that his audio is completely and totally fucked. Nobody can understand what he's saying. So he walks off camera, and then I guess somehow he figures out that his audio is completely fucked, and he decides to come back.
Or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, they couldn't hear me. I forgot
there we
about
go.
that. They couldn't hear me. Shout out to Flamenco, who just himself on stream.
Wait,
while
I
he was
did?
trying to fuck with your boy. What an all-time epic on, you little fucking faggot. Wow. You doxed yourself,
Does he know what happened?
boy. Check out
I doxed myself?
me / the Ralph retort. I'm about to post that faggot's picture. Let's fucking
Oh no.
You fucking kingpin life and you got fucked, bitch.
Yeah, I saw that. You did not.
Okay, let's not
I
play
did?
D&D.
Oh,
What the
fuck, wait.
He kept walking away. Wait.
Someone bitching that.
Yeah, you popped up for a second.
I love this guy, man.
That's awesome.
But that's alright,
Look at
man.
him
That
dance.
just makes you guys
Well,
equal.
hey, then I guess what I did wasn't bad, Rip.
You know what? Yeah. I say don't edit that last video, just release it.
I mean,
Nah, he'll still flag it.
This
Yeah.
is why, chat, you should not feel bad when bad things happen to Ralph. 'Cause
yeah.
Why? Because he's going to do the same thing that everyone does to him. In my opinion, it is perfectly okay for Ralph to take his little victory lap on this because it is his fault essentially, right? But then this is a weird thing to reference. I guess it's appropriate because I'm looking at the shark thing, like the shark has eaten Flamenco. And it reminds me of when I worked on 8chan. People always posted this picture of like programming language tans, and everyone made fun of because I wrote in PHP. Everyone made fun of me because she's tripping over the elephant and is dropping her platter, and it's just kind of like this is Flamenco in that moment. He's like, oh fuck, I was carrying this tray. I was just walking along with it, and then I tripped over my own foot here, and now I have accidentally landed this piping hot W right in Ralph's lap for him to do what he wants with. And that kind of sucks, I guess. It's the Lolicon Shark YouTuber Gura Graur or whatever. And that's the frumpy one, right? I've seen a picture of her in real life. She's like a frumpy, like fat looking girl with like curly hair. Jewish, of course. Okay. Whatever. I'm not a fan of the VTubers. I find it very weird. And it would be cute. It would like the idea of doing like a dog thing is like a really appealing one for video game streams, but it's just I don't ever want to be associated with any of them. I don't want people to think like, oh, this dog, is this like a furry VTuber? You know what I mean? I can never it's a very cool thing for people who want to like personalize video game footage without like doing face cam, but at the same time you're like, do I really want to get knee deep in the goblin vomit? I want to roll around with the goblins. People want to catch me in bed with a goblin. Do it, pussy? No, you're not gonna bully me into that one. Okay, so what's his face? Ralph does not end up posting this picture on Telegram. This picture that I'm showing on my screen right now. Ralph does not post it to Telegram because he's embarrassed to do so. Though I have Telegram open right now, and I'm secretly in Ralph's Telegram channel. Don't tell him. But he is posting live updates about Flamenco in his chat. Pictures of his e-hentai and Reddit BDSM personals. He's actually keeping me better up to date with Flamenco than my own notes are. Here, I'll read this. Whatever, I'll bully him. Nothing personnel, kid, but you should not have your BDSM furry fart porn easily Googleable from your email address. Where is it? Where's my Telegram shit at? Downloads, Telegram. Oh, here. Courtesy of Ethan Ralph, courtesy of my forum, I think. M4F 26 Charlotte Dom looking to give loving humiliation. I've never read this before, by the way, so I'm going in blind. I am looking to train a slave online, maybe offline, in the very far away future. What I like: bondage, a slight bit of pain, orgasm control / chastity, humiliation. Oh fuck. Chat, I'm playing right into his hands. I'm thinking that I'm in control here, but do I feel in charge? No, I'm losing. As I read these words, I'm losing control of the situation in real time. What I don't like blood and other bodily fluids, anything. So no, Flamenco is woke on the fact that squirt is actually just pee. He's in tune with this. Anything that is illegal or anything my slave has a limit about, well, then it's not really a slave if she can set limits. What you can expect from me: to be honest and caring. The terminology slave here is very strange and juxtaposed. I'm just imagining like Ralph's great grandpa on the plantation, like, yeah, I like my slaves nice and docile, but I'm a sensitive, kind, caring soul with the Negras, and I don't do anything illegal with them. Nothing with blood or bodily fluids, and I let them set their own limits. But he continues. I aspire to be someone to tell you how your day was. A person to encourage you. Wait, someone to tell how... The way that he words that, like, makes it sound like it's an active thing, not a passive thing. Like, hello, honey, your day was great. And then she's just like, oh, yeah, it was. Now that you mention it. A person to encourage you, and if necessary, a shoulder to cry on. I want to dominate you and share with you all the pleasures and experiences involved in that. And it's important to me as a dom to respect any and all limits. If you're comfortable with anything, say so, and we'll drop it, and I'll respect your choice. This isn't giving me a very dominant vibe. This is actually coming across quite submissive. I'm just imagining like a Viking in England, and during the 7th century, hammering up like his personal ad, like wanting to kidnap and rape fair maiden. Don't worry, I will respect your boundaries, and you can tell me how your day has been. Looking to build a family, but I'm a kind and sensitive soul deep down. Love, Chavagad. What I'm looking for, someone who is honest with me, someone that will call me on my bullshit regardless of my role. I'm looking for not a slave, but a friend. Then why don't you just go to like the personal section of any website and say like, I'm looking for friends in my area? Why does it have to be a BDSM website? And possibly even a lover. Wait. So what's the progression here? First slave, then friend, then lover? Start with the slave, and then you progress into knowing each other and being friends. I like to play twice a week online. I'm flexible about times and dates. Available on weekends. Free weekday mornings. And this online relationship is a priority for me. Another thing that I have to notice is that I would really like to find someone to do non-kink related things with. Oh, that's bad, bro. I realized, okay, this is, to be fair, this is 7 years ago. He's like 33 now, and he's 26 when this is written. I mean, this whole thing sounds like I'm horny, but I have no friends, and I'm looking for someone to strike that balance with me. Like, I don't know, maybe just find... Suggestion. If you are someone who has written something like this, and you're listening to my stream, my suggestion to you is... Find friends first, and then you will be surprised when other sorts of opportunities present themselves. Friends first, and then, actually shuffle that around. Get a job, and then you'll find friends through your job, and then you'll have these other opportunities present themselves. This is how most people do it, just so you know. I have a big love of video games and books, mainly looking for someone... Jobs friend Segs. Mainly looking for someone with at least one thing in common with me. So post any of your non-kink interests. Maybe we can find something we have in common. I identify as a dominant and a bit of a sadist, but it's important to me that any sub of mine is comfortable and happy first and foremost. I'm seeking a relationship, not just someone to flog. P.S. Bonus points if you live in North Carolina. P.S.S. I've recently been curious of the idea on switching. Oh, no. Any Dom ladies out there want to chat with me, feel more than welcome. He wants to switch. He wants to trade. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not... Okay, I'm not into BDSM at all. Right? Okay, that's not my thing. We are equal in the eyes of our creator, right? Mommy time. So it seems weird to have like this weird... dynamic, and it seems poisonous. It kind of reminds me of like June and how she would like have pictures of her posted on the internet like eating out of a dog bowl. It's just like, why would you ever strive for that kind of life? It's so awkward and weird. But I have a feeling that women who are submissive like that, who have serious fucking daddy issues, do not want someone who is going to come across like so needy. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I have no friends. I'm looking for someone to play video games with me. Like, I'm just like, okay, what is she just gonna like sit there naked wearing nothing but a dog collar while you hold her leash in one hand and a control in the other, and you're playing Dark Souls together? Like, what is the actualization of this fantasy if it reaches its ultimate conclusion? What do you how do you imagine this in your head? I can't picture it. I can't picture how this would work, which is why it's funny. This is getting sad. Here's another thing. I've not viewed this yet. Courtesy of Ralph, courtesy of my forum. This is Wanya Naguda, boy soprano from... So the tags for this hentai are male. So these are the things that occur to the male characters in this comic. Anal, BDSM, bloomers, I guess it's like shorts, bondage, cross-dressing, feminization, latex, pegging, prostate massage, school swimsuit, schoolgirl uniform. So it's a boy in like, I guess a female like leotard swimsuit, sex toys, shotacon, and spanking. Oh, so this is like serious mommy issues. Yeah, okay, female, anal, BDSM, big breasts, bondage, cross-dressing, farting, femdom, hairy, latex, lolicon, paizuri, schoolgirl uniform, sex toys, spanking, strap-on, urination. What happened to no bodily fluids? What changed to add bodily fluids into this? Wooden horse and Yuri. So it's like... From the sound of it, it's like there's a mommy and then there's like a young, like twins or something. Group incest. So it's like a mom and her two kids, I bet. Based on my exposure to the internet, I guarantee you that's what it is. Story arc in Tankuban. Pazuri means titty fucking. Okay, great. Porn addiction. My boy likes titty fucking, not bad. He wanted to bang his cousin for real. Well, that's not healthy. That's not good. And then also, courtesy of Ralph, courtesy of the forum. I guess he finds this more embarrassing than the fucking the whatever the fuck, the hentai. Femdom pegging. 276,000 views 1 year ago. I guess that's on his Pornhub favorites. Did he read it or did he click on a hentai without actually reading it? I mean, if I had to guess, I could look at the forum, I think this is his favorites list, which is also cringe. Imagine having an account on a fucking hentai site and having like a favorites list. So you can like, oh, it's time for my favorite incest, lolicon, shotacon, mommy BDSM domination porn. Which one? Let me, like you have like a card catalog in a library and you're flipping through the cards like, here, Wanya Naguda, my favorite. Just where I left it on my favorites list. Look, I'm not going to say anything about, I don't know. If I was Guraguar or whatever, I would run Guraguar. They want to put you on a wooden horse and sodomize you with a strap on or a swim. jump off into the water and swim, bitch, before they get you, before your fans get their hands on you. Run, bitch, run. She's going in the jar. No, run, VTuber, run. Total gun victory. I mean, I'm sure Ralph is feeling great right now. I think Ralph has like peeled off the gym bandage and he doesn't give a fuck about what Medicare has to say. Flamenco tripped over the elephant, and he won his bowling alley thing. He got the trophy. He bought himself a 4-foot tall trophy, about as tall as he is, to win his own event. Let's do a poll. I'm gonna we'll move on after this, but I want to do a poll. Sorry, my stream choked. Is Flamenco going to troon? Yes or no, chat? China got me. Answer my poll while I take a sip of water, and then we'll carry on. Okay, let's take a look at the results. 700 votes, thereabout. I'll wait one more tick for it to update. 790 votes, 58% say yes, Flamenco will troon. 42% say no, Flamenco is not going to troon. So we will see. We will see, chat. We'll look back in time, and we'll see how this develops. I feel a little bit bad for making fun of Flamenco like this, but I don't know. It's his own fault. Here's my tip, okay? Are you someone who is insane? Do you desire attention from people that you don't know on the internet? Then here's my suggestion to you. There is a website called privacytools.io. Get Bitwarden or LastPass, get your email account, and make alternate identities and compartmentalize your fucking internet presence, because you should not have one Gmail account that leaks to your lolicon, shotacon, mommy dom, hentai, porn list on whatever website. That is a recipe for absolute disaster. You have to, like if you stream right now, if you put out internet content, you should be looking at what people can find and how they can find it. And by the way, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people. I don't know what's wrong with Ralph. I don't know what's wrong with Flamenco. I have two browsers open right now. I have Firefox, which I don't use for anything else, which has no history, which has nothing but Firefox and the tabs I load up to show you people. And then I have Brave, which actually has all my shit loaded onto it. And then when I stream, I only stream Firefox. And it's like, why do people not do this? It's not that much effort. Just install a second browser and put your shit for your stream on that, and don't have your actual YouTube shit tied to it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's my second advice. Okay, number one, compartmentalize your identity. Number two, learn how to use a second browser for your stream. Very bizarre. Other people aren't that autistic. Oh, come the fuck on. Like, you're gonna put your if you are into BDSM fart fetish porn, then you should be a little bit more you are autistic, okay? That's not a good excuse. I don't believe for a fucking second that Flamenco isn't more autistic than I am. He watches VTubers. Yes, he is. Okay? He has no excuse for this. There is no excuse. It's laziness is what it is. That's what okay, whatever. Pull it. No, fuck you. I'm done with this. We're talking about Ralph now, my favorite. Actually, I got both guns, but I promise you it's actually funny this week. Let's open up strong with Ralph being punched in the face.
Fucker, get out before you get hurt. Arrested! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!
I knew that guy.
Yo, this guy's on the ground right now.
Okay, so just to narrate this real quick, we'll go back over it. Arrest him. So Ethan Ralph, who is wearing a Fed shirt, is running around screaming, "Arrest him! Arrest him! Oh no, I've been punched. I've been punched in my face. Please help me." So step one, this guy, he asked him to leave. This guy is smoking a cigarette or a blunt or something. He's only a little bit taller than Ralph. He's very stocky though. He's like a big guy. He's like fat, but he looks like he has muscle too. So I don't know. I guess this guy eats a lot of food and works like a physical job. He comes out at Ralph and then bam, hits him right in the jaw. Ralph kind of staggers and then starts going, "Helpies, helpies, arrest him." And then a bunch of people, I think they're all security guys at the bar, they all dogpile on him. Chagat is recording, and then you see the alpha gun. Look at that fucking belly. The belly enters the frame of the camera. Look, there it is. You see the gun? like a whole 2 frames before Ralph's, just the gun is coming first. Round in the corner, the gun's looking around, checking out around the corner, making sure that everything's okay before Ralph shows up himself. And now that he knows the coast is clear and safe for him to progress. And then he starts, it cuts out very suddenly. Now, this is a 20-second clip. And we know that this video, because Ralph is recording and he's holding up his phone, like, yeah, bro, I got it all. I got a great video of the fight. And then Ralph's like shitting himself and he's like, wait a second. Let me see that. And he's like, yeah, I got the bit where you stomped him in the face while he's on the ground. And Ralph's like, no, you mean the security guards? He's like, check. It's like, yeah, the security guards are stomping him. So you can see on the thing that the video itself is a minute and 4 seconds. And then Ralph is bragging, I think. No, not here. He's bragging somewhere that this video is now gone. And I have an offer. I have an unironic offer to Chagit. Chagit, I know that you got maced in the face advertising your Telegram channel. And now you think you didn't even get the 600 subscribers on Telegram that you wanted, even though you got maced in the face trying to get 600 followers on Telegram. You don't even have 600 followers on Telegram. My man, I will help you out. I will give you advertising that money cannot buy. You give me the video of Ethan Ralph stomping this man as he is on the ground, the full 1 minute and 4 seconds, and I will put a fucking link to your Telegram channel on the front page of the site. Jesse has already. I don't care about Jesse. Jesse's going to talk over it on his fucking bullshit podcast. My offer is independent of this. You give me that, and I will put up your Telegram on the front of the site, and I'll put the clip up the full minute and 4 seconds, and it'll be at the bottom like clip courtesy of the Chad Faggot Chaggot at t.me/whatever. I'm not going to say it on the stream. I don't want to give out the advertising, but my offer is now there. Okay. Josh is copying Jesse. I have no idea about Jesse, bro. I apologize. I'm not trying to be like, him. I do not stoop to ordain to notice you, sir, down there where you belong. It's like, no, I'm not prepared for this stream, if you can't tell. I'm in the middle of some shit. I played PlanetSide 2 all day. I'm not trying to snub my nose at Pod Awful. I literally have no idea what the fuck's going on. I only have half my clips. I apologize, okay? I'm never prepared, child. Yes, I know. Oh god, I don't even like the timeline. I'm just gonna spit like what I remember about this. Ralph goes to Elijah. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, I promise. But he wanted to have a thing where Ralph and Nick Fuentes would sit down. I'm pretty sure I talked about this. But because the bowling thing happened after my stream, right? Nick Rekieta. And Ralph canceled last second before my last stream, saying that I was gonna get ambushed by this guy and I wasn't gonna do that. But then, even though he turns down the offer to show up on this guy's thing and talk to Nick Rekieta, he still goes to confront him at the parking lot, and he's sitting out there in the parking lot of this studio going, "Hey, it's Elijah. What up, brother? Anyone know you're gay and that you have sex with men?" And he's just in the parking lot being a fat retard until the police are called. And it's like, I don't understand why, if you're going to show up at this place anyways to talk to Elijah, why not just accept the invitation? Like you can totally flip it on him too. Like, if he was trying to ambush you and you learned ahead of time that they're going to ambush you, you can just not say anything and then be like, Elijah be like, "Oh, well, Ethan Ralph, we have a special guest." And then you can, like, I don't know, do something like start sniffing the arm, like, "I smell a Jew. Is there a hook-nosed Polish Jew named Nick Rekieta right around the corner? I could smell him walk in, boy." And then Nick would be like, "Oh shit, I've been found out." And you, like, it would be completely in your favor at that point. But no, that's too smart. That's literally too smart for Ethan Ralph. So instead of, he's going to turn down the invitation, turn down the exposure for his stream, turn down any opportunity to make this fun or make it something that reflects well on him, and he's just going to show up and oink at Elijah, go, "Boy, what you got to say about gay sex, boy?" And it's like just the dumbest possible fucking maneuver. that the only it's like one of those, God, what is it? One of those carnival games where you put like a marble in and it hits the pegs and bounces between them and until it gets to like whatever slot, and it's usually rigged. It's like he throws in his marble and there's like a million different like branches that you could take this and make it something funny, and it just hits the left side every time and lands in the far left pocket where Ralph ends up in the parking lot winking at Elijah when anything else would have been funny. And anything involving not going there would have been too sensible if you're actually just not going to show up. It's truly bizarre. Ralph is one of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. That's why everyone makes fun of him, including Elijah.
I ran across somebody recently who was talking on the internet. Did not know that they were shorter than a lollipop boy from The Wizard of Oz. I didn't even know. With a gun the size of Mars. I didn't know. You see people in person, you get shocked. You go, you're the person from the internet. Yeah. You're a midget and you have obesity problems. Why would I ever deal with you? And it totally takes it back. They're not verified. They don't have a profile. They're just an ugly, fat, small person. And it's cruel. It's a cruel world.
Very, very subtle references to Elijah. However, he should know that Ethan Ralph does in fact have a verified Twitter account, which is probably why he's so retarded. I think if he just unverified his Twitter account, his IQ would bump up like 50 points immediately. And he'd be like, wait a second. I fucked up my whole life. The last year, I've done nothing but fuck up constantly. Oh my God. I need to write some apology letters. I need to go hug my wife. I need to go get married to my wife first, and then I can hug her. And then I need to go see my child who I've been putting off, and then I'll apologize to them. Oh God, I've really got to unfuck this whole train wreck. Now that the verified check mark is gone, I can think clearly for the first time in many years. Then he threatens, of course, because he's a fucking retard. And he keeps threatening to sue people, too. It's really bizarre. Like, bro, you don't have any money or any claim against anyone. And if anyone's suing anybody, you should be getting sued. So he's threatening to sue Elijah now.
It's annoying to have Elijah Schaefer, who is a gay homosexual, call you a pedophile based on no evidence whatsoever. Like, I don't even know where that came from. But I heard him say that last night, and I was like, if anybody's a pedophile, it's you. You were a school teacher. You're a homosexual. You were hanging out in the unified LA school district. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm pretty sure you were actually cruising for underage dick, and that's your thing. So, I don't know. And if you have a problem with it, sue me, because I'm definitely looking into suing you, faggot. So keep talking is all I'll say. Keep fucking talking. Keep throwing that bullshit out there, because you're giving. You know what? There's a reason the Blaze didn't let you get on air and say your bullshit. There's a very good reason they told you to shut your fucking mouth, you cocksucker. A very good reason. And so I'm glad that you went on Ricketti's show and said that shit, and I'm glad that you indemnified the Blaze, because I'd rather come after you personally, faggot. That's the truth. And so I heard some of the shit you said last night, and best believe my lawyer's going to hear it too. And you're lucky that I have, like, you know, I don't know, 15,000 legal battles going on besides this, and that I can't just focus on you exclusively, because you said some actionable shit last night, faggot, for sure. And so I'll leave it there. On that regard, but best believe if I I would already be on the phone. I might have been late for the show today because I'd be on the phone with my lawyer. Like, this guy was literally, the only thing I said about him was shit somebody else told me to my face. I didn't make up anything. I didn't make up anything about his gay activities. What was told to me. Now, again, that person could be lying. I don't think they are. They've never lied to me in my life. Folklore Americana's never lied to me ever. And so I don't think they are lying, but it was testimony from somebody else. I didn't slander you. I didn't libel you. I was telling what somebody else told me. Now, you, on the other hand, definitely did that, brother.
How?
Definitely did that. And
How?
So, again,
there's. Oh, I'll let him finish. One more
stay tuned on that front.
I really want to know what Elijah could have possibly said about Ethan Ralph to defame him at this point, because, I mean, did I miss anything? Did he say what he said? Oh, he said that the Alice stuff. Okay. But that's not okay. The issue with that right off the bat is that is not an original claim from Elijah. He is repeating a claim from Alice, So if he wants to sue someone in the United States of America, he would have to sue Alice for defamation. And it would be very, very difficult, I think, to win that. Just because it's he said, she said. And then it's like, okay, well, what would you have to do? I really, in that case, I really don't know. The standard is higher because Ralph is probably considered a public figure, though that's debatable. Yeah, to win a defamation claim is already really hard. I think he would have to have certified evidence that encounter did not happen. Like, she says that it happened. Like, she mentioned a tennis game or something, right? She said, could say it happened while this game that he was betting on had just finished. So you can say that Japanese tennis match, all women tennis match he bet $6,000 on, ended at 2 a.m. American time. And she said it happened right after that, but we have Ralph on camera at the card table in the MGM, so this is complete bullshit. This is actually a lie. That's the kind of standard. And then what? He wins his money, like his lawsuit against Alice? What the fuck are you going to collect from Alice? She can pay you in dirty crap briefs. She can pay you in one pair of dirty crap briefs that you can sell on some fetish site for $100 every week for the next 10 years. And then maybe you'll be able to recoup some of your losses. But even then, it's like, what losses? I don't think anyone has lost opinion of Ralph based off this accusation. There's no business damages. You need actual, like, for the most part, you would need to prove that you've actually lost money as a result. It's not just your character that's been hurt. Flamenco will buy it. Perfect. I've worked this out. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I can help work this out and find an amenable way to resolve this legal dispute. I should become a mediator. I should become an attorney. I'll mediate these issues. There's a little bit more to say about Ralph, actually, but I have an issue. I'm going to tell you what my issue is. I thought, because there's a video that I want to play, and the issue is that it's age restricted, and I am not signed in, as I mentioned, on Firefox, and I can't download it because to download it I have to be signed in. So I'm really stressing out because it's like a 6-hour long video. Do you think MPV player can? I don't think so. I think you need to be. If it doesn't work with YouTube DL, then I'm fucked. YouTube DL used to work, but it's. Oh, if only I prepared. Yes, if only I prepared. Wait, how does that work? Not safe for work YouTube. Bypass YouTube restriction. And does this work? Wait. Yes, if only. I mean, I had it loaded up, ready to go, but as fate would have it, I didn't check to see if it would actually load first. I thought I had this right. Oh, I have to add watch. Okay, hold up. I promise we'll get back to it. Wait, is this gonna work? It's not. It's so not working. Chat. What am I gonna do? YouTube DLP. I have that. Oh no. I feel really bad. I feel really bad that I've had to once again stop my stream for tech issues. Do I have like a video that I can play while I work on this? I need like a long video.
I'm almost certain we can.
Okay. No, I can't play that first. Maybe I can just play on loop Ralph dancing in front of the screen. Fuck it. I'll figure this out after I talk to Ralph. So, rundown of this. He gets punched, right? And then he has a debate with Destiny. Or not with Destiny, but he's supposed to be moderating the debate with Destiny. And there is a... actually, I do have this. And I want to play a couple minutes of it so you can understand. Not so I can download this video in a panic off screen, but so that you can really understand the quality of debate between Destiny and whoever the fuck this guy is from Alex Jones. The interaction between Destiny and Ralph is pretty funny.
Okay.
Well, why don't you start it then? You don't have to do the debate, do your fucking intro.
Wait.
Who's your most hated internet guy that hosts live events?
That hosts live events?
Yeah.
I don't know. Most
That guy gets twice as many as you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to step it up a little bit. But yeah, you know what? I'm not disappointed in this turnout.
Oh, you got a nice turnout. Nice people.
Much more than 25 people, I'd have to say, closer to 100.
This is the greatest picture, by the way. Look at this. There, to my shock, there is 2 women. I think that's the woman. Like I read on stream, one guy was like, "Can I bring my girlfriend?" 45 people they counted apparently. Like, can I bring my girlfriend to this event that's supposed to have alcohol and smoking and shit? And he's like, "Sure." So I think that's her. I have no idea who the pregnant woman. I think I have no idea who the fuck the brown chick is. That's not Marie. Who the fuck are you? How did this Mexican woman end up at this Ethan Ralph bowling event in Dallas? Maybe she's just here for free drinks. She's like, oh, there's a bunch of sad sacks at this bowling alley, and I want to get fucked up. If I go to here, they will buy me alcohol. So, not pictured in this, by the way, is Dick and Marie. Maybe that's... No, I don't think that's Dick. I think they're already left at this point.
Or more.
I'm impressed too. The audience is only like 98% white. I thought it'd be closer to 99 or 100. So nice job on that one.
It is very, what is it? It just feels white. That's what JLP would say. I'm not disappointed in the size at all. No. Wait, what? Yeah, well, I won't get into that. All right, now.
I'm curious, who picked this topic?
I picked it, actually.
You picked this topic.
I picked it because InfoWars and the globalists versus nationalists, I just thought it was ready-made.
Okay.
What do you think about it? Well, you don't like the topic?
It's fucking microphones.
It's okay.
Why are they 2 different microphones, though?
Because one is for the internet and one is for the house.
Yeah, but shouldn't it at least be the same type?
Well, fuck, I had to use their mics mixed with my mics.
No, it's fine.
Right, they should.
I'm ready. I'm hyped for this.
Okay, all right, good.
Okay.
Well, why don't you start it then?
Oh, YouTube DLP does work. It's downloading. It's at 1% of 3.3 gigabytes. Let's hope that my stream does not crash because I'm now downloading this.
You do the debate, do your fucking intro.
I didn't bring a fucking opening statement.
Well, just say something, shit.
Okay, shit, I got it. Okay.
There's a part of the stream that I really want, and I don't want to spoil it. I might have to scan through to find it.
Go ahead. Waiting for him to be quiet, okay.
Shh, please.
This is about globalism, right? Oh, it's what?
Please shut the fuck up out in the audience. Talking about politics. No disrespect, but just please be quiet. Please. So we can hear everybody. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Alright, now go ahead,
Ralph's on his phone literally the entire time. And Destiny gets annoyed.
Kind of it's a little different, I have to say. Yeah, it really is.
No, it's not awkward in person. It's just the most boring fucking topic in the world. But we'll do it. We'll engage.
Oh, by the way, Destiny's really pissed off and is pressing Ralph in this because, now that I remember it, he thought that Nick Fuentes would be here in this dilapidated bowling alley debating him about globalism or some shit. So that's why Destiny showed up. I think Ralph even had to pay for Destiny's expenses. Like, he paid for his hotel room and shit. All that Destiny lost was the time and dignity of being exposed to Ethan Ralph for the duration of this event. But good on him, I guess, for fulfilling his obligations. Unlike a lot of people who just didn't show up at all.
No, I want to go. I want to do this one. 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 Okay.
No, let's change it. I mean,
I'm just.
I heard you bitching about it on
No.
stream. Oh, it's so boring. It's gonna be so boring.
Oh, and why didn't you change it then? You brought me here to fucking.
You know what? Why didn't you say it to me? Like, what the fuck? You're on your show crying about it.
Because I don't know where you are half the fucking time. I gotta check Kiwi Farms to see what the fuck is going on in your life. I don't know what the fuck you're at half the time.
You can just send me an email, motherfucker. Like,
that's the best. I'm warming up to Destiny. He's still a cuckold. But he, between the fucking Keffelstrun raging at him and him laughing at the Keffelstrun and this shit where he's like pressing Ralph and bringing up Kiwi Farms and everyone else is like, oh my god, I can't believe he said that. That's great. He's endearing himself to me very slowly.
Damn.
Last time I emailed you, you passed it off to my fucking debate partners. It got me
Oh,
canceled.
yeah, you're still mad about that because Molyneux didn't fucking show? Oh, my God. Don't get me started.
He's
Okay,
turning
anyway.
red. His face is like pinking up.
I
and then
think
he's
that
back
it's,
on his
it's an
fucking
exciting
phone
thing.
checking.
Is there something more exciting going on?
No, we had to throw some bitch out earlier. I was getting some info on that.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't see that. Like we've been. Right.
Why is Rob just staring at the camera the entire time?
Yeah,
What a creep.
Race.
Look at that. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, my God.
Is there something more exciting going on?
Hey, look at this.
No, we had to Go ahead.
He stares directly at the camera for like a full minute.
No, yeah, race. No. But the thing is, I mean, it's a conspiracy that these things happen. They admit that they happen. It's just somehow people.
He was looking at me. Oh my God.
Billionaires are coming together. This is a harmful thing, and they bring up the 1930s, and oh my God.
It's like I'm trying to think of why he would do that, and I think that what it is that Destiny just made fun of him for being on his phone. So now he's like, I can't be on my phone. I can't go on my phone, and I have nothing to say, and I don't care about this debate at all. What the fuck should I do? And he's just like, you can't see where his eyes are at because he's got those stupid ass sunglasses on inside the bowling alley. So he's just like drifting off into space, and you can't. And it looks like he's just staring directly at the camera, filled with hate.
To World War II, it's nationalism itself, like
I mean, you need like a healthy deal with them.
You listen to them, you talk to them, you actually have a conversation with them. They never had a conversation with the truckers.
That's not how. So what you're describing is undemocratic. That's not democracy. You don't let. God damn it, Ralph.
I was telling them to turn it up so they could hear you. It's protest. It's okay. Protest is not undemocratic. Well, I told the crowd to shut the fuck up, but they won't shut the fuck up. So what do you want me to do, Chaggett? Go through and mace them all like I'm about to mace you later tonight? Do you want to see Chaggett get maced?
I think Destiny is actually embarrassed here because he's trying to have a conversation about like democracy and globalism and shit. And then Ralph is like busting their eardrums out with the feedback loop. And then he's just like yelling at his audience like, fuck you faggot motherfuckers that came out here paid to see this shit. Fuck you, bitch. I'm the king, baby. Anyone want to see me mace this motherfucker?
Let's fucking go!
Real jacket. Oh, yeah.
He didn't even get his goal for this. They spliced in the macing, but his goal for this was to get 600 Telegram subscribers, and he only got like 430. It's actually crazy to me to think that he's only gotten 430 by this point. Like between the exposure he got from IP2 and all the like hanging around, my boy. I can get you up to 1,000, Chaggett. You got to give me that footage. I swear to you, I can get you up to 1,000. Imagine doing this shit. I think that the part about checking Kiwi Farms was what I wanted to show you in this. The other thing is that by the end of it, I didn't talk about Dick and Marie. So just a quick aside. Dick and Marie show up. Marie is Dick's permanent girlfriend. They're never going to get married. I think she has an expectation, or used to have an expectation, that they would get married and have kids one day. And now she's like 40-something, and she's just given up entirely. And she still gets dragged out to places like bowling alleys in the middle of Dallas by Dick. So they show up, and I think, 80s girl. Sorry, I guess I should be nice. I should call her 80s girl. But they're out there, and from the field agents in the bowling alley, they said that she was overdressed. She was like in a ball gown or something. She was like in I guess what you would call a cocktail dress. I'm not an expert in women's fashion. She was overdressed basically, and she looked visibly angry the entire time. So at a certain point, they get swatted. Someone said that I can't say this on YouTube because they're going to transcribe my voice and then delete my stream. But they said that Uncle Ted left 14 Easter eggs throughout the bowling alley. And they were going to cause a boom, boom, kaboom saloon in the middle of the bowling alley. So the police show up and are like, okay, we need to get all you guys out there because we're trying to find Ted's Easter eggs throughout the building. And it was during this time that Dick shits himself. I think Pod Awful was there or something, and they said that they have footage of Dick sweating profusely, arms crossed. He doesn't look like he's had any injury, but he just looks like he's really shaken up by the police being here. So immediately after this, the Dick is gone. He says that he hurt his arm or some shit. He's not there for the remainder of the event. And what I think, and I agree with the popular opinion that what really happened is that Dick had acquired hard drugs, probably cocaine and acid, because that's what they talk about a lot. And in Dallas is a part of Texas. Texas is very conservative, and conservative in that good old-fashioned boomer conservative where there's hard laws punishing things like drug possession. So having cocaine and acid on you is probably a big fucking deal in Texas as opposed to California. So the police show up, the Dallas police, the state troopers maybe, and he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. He shits himself, he gets the fuck out, and then he says, I hurt my arm. So if he did hurt his arm, he hurt his arm desperately trying to yank open his car to get the fuck out of there while the police are in the parking lot looking for Easter eggs in the building. And I mean, I'm sure even if it wasn't that, like, I'm sure that Marie was like, look, we gotta go. We gotta get the fuck out of here. This is stupid. I cannot fucking believe that we're doing this instead of raising children right now. You retard. One day you'll look back on this time that you've wasted and you'll regret it. The alternative is that he really did hurt his elbow, which is like, bro, how are you going to do this whole Chad persona when your body parts are exploding on you? You can't go to Portugal because your leg exploded. You go to a bowling alley and your arm explodes because you threw one ball down the. He didn't even throw a bowling ball. He never got to. He left before that even happened. I don't know, man. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I really think that Dick missed the bus when it comes to how his show should have evolved. And his successful show apparently makes like $20,000 a month, almost as much as Chantal's YouTube channel does, which is now my barometer of success. And I feel like it made sense that after the Maddox stuff, you get the girl. You stole the love of Maddox's life that he wrote poems to. And then you married her. So now Maddox has no hope. He'll never get her back. And then now you have kids. And what do you do? Now that you're in your 40s and you're no longer, the guy, the pickup artist, men are better than women guy. It's like now your show is aging with your audience who are probably right around your age, and they have their kids, and it's like you might lose some of your audience, but things evolve. And then now you're doing the show, and it's like it's evolving with you. And now you have your kids, and you're talking about what that's like, and you can do your epic rages about all the shit involved with raising kids. How many times can you complain? Like my biggest rage about women is that they don't understand when they're in a shopping aisle that they are blocking the aisle with their cart. When you are looking at a product on one side and your cart is on the other side, I cannot fucking pass you in the aisle. You have to keep your cart on the same side as you so I can pass you. Men instinctively understand this. Women do not. And it is a thing. It is the thing I am most misogynistic about is that women do not have the spatial awareness to realize that the cart and them should be on the same sides so that you can pass them. And that is the same reason why when you're driving down the road, women will cruise in the left lane. Is because they don't have the awareness of this, and it's just a thing of how our brains are wired differently. Anyways, I'm just saying you can only rant about the shopping cart thing and the left lane cruising thing so many times before it becomes old, and eventually you have to start raving about the fucking bitch at the PTA meetings who ruins your life because she keeps complaining about the fact that your child shits himself, and that's now your rage of the week. And I'm just saying it made sense for the things to progress like this, and now that bus has gone and it can never be good. The bus is out of commission now. It's never coming back. You cannot get on the bus, but that's how it probably should have gone. And I realize that his current audience may vehemently disagree with this, but I am certain that there was a time for this to happen, and it has passed. Josh is pitching his monologue for stand-up. Oh God, that's the most cringe-inducing stuff. I don't think I couldn't do it. I couldn't okay, 2,000 people listening. It's like you're a number on my screen and some chat messages. I can't imagine ever doing stand-up because like if I tell a shitty joke right now, why'd the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Ha ha, motherfucker. I have no feedback to this. I think it's the funniest joke in the world. If you disagree, I don't give a shit. But if you're like staring at me in the audience, like, when do I laugh, Mr. Moon? I would fucking run out of there. My spaghetti would fall out of my pockets all over the stage. I would tear up and I would run away and never be seen again. The site would just be closed and nobody would ever hear from me again. I could never live it down. Just how I feel about that. Anyways, now that my stand-up routine is done. No, the tomatoes. All right. Talked about that. Oh, one other thing I completely forgot about. In this picture, by the way. Oh, it was back here. Let me mute this so I can scan it correctly. Oh God, I'm never going to be able to find this now that I'm intentionally looking for it as it goes. But in the picture of the venue, when Destiny was making fun of how many people showed up, I just passed it. I think I just passed it. Okay, here it is. Show me the picture. Okay, here, the picture. Do you notice something not present in this photograph, chat? I'll give you a hint. Ralph swore up and down for weeks that he posted it on his fucking site. He went on Telegram and told people where they would be coming from. There are no strippers. He said there would be strippers at this venue. He listed what strip club they would be coming from. He explained on the site, he sold the tickets saying there would be strippers. No strippers. So what the fuck happened? Did May actually set her hoof down and say no strippers? Is that what happened? Or did he just say, like, much more likely than May ever standing up for herself, he just thought, like, fuck it, I'm not going to pay for that shit. Only 45 people are coming. Fuck that. How awkward would it be if there were more strippers than actual guests at my bowling event? So he just said, fuck it. These people don't deserve strippers. They want to see the titties. They gotta come in numbers, boy. They gotta make my event a real success. And that didn't happen. But have no fear if you feel a little bit disappointed by this event, because there will be a sequel.
I'm almost certain we could find a crop of OnlyFans thoughts if we did do a wet T-shirt contest.
A different question, but
and like promoted it for like a month or two.
Obviously there was the recent election, as
and
you
then
noted.
did it live. Let's do it live in like Tampa or something like that. Live in Tampa, Florida, or Jacksonville or something like that. Go down to Neptune Beach or somewhere and just like set it up. I don't know. We have to check ordinances, etc. But let's do it somewhere where it's sunny. If we do this during the middle of the summer, that'd be sick. We could even we could make it like an event. We won't even have to rent any place because it's on the beach. There's some party beaches we could do this at, and then just coordinate another event around it. But we don't even have to, we don't have to do anything. Of course, I don't have to rent this place either because the bowling alley's cool as fuck. I know that guy, but
by the way, in this, he's still wearing sunglasses, and he's wearing a black hat. Unfortunately, I don't see the words Kid Diddler on it, so I guess he's permanently retired the Kid Diddler hat. As amazing as that hat was. I guess it only took one wear for him to realize how fucking retarded he was for putting that fucking thing on. But no, his eyes are like so permanently mangled because his orbital lobe fractured when he got his ass kicked in Portugal. From what I understand, I think I covered this on the last stream. The speculation is now that he was harassing women in Portugal, and that's why he got his ass beat so bad. But now his eyes are like properly all googly. And I just imagine, like, if you were to walk up and slap Ralph, his eyes would spin in their sockets and, like, look in completely different directions. And you would have to, like, grab himself by the temples to, like, have his eyes reposition, because they would just be spinning endlessly, or they're not attached to anything. I have this in my head as like a cartoon, like a Big Chungus cartoon. But this is his show, by the way, in case you're wondering, in case you've never watched the Sunrise or whatever the fuck. He watches news footage, and then he just says, like, would you fuck or chat, smash or pass? And then it goes off on tangents about wet t-shirt contests, and there's just like some Tucker Carlson. You know, that thought has, I finally understand. I finally understand why people watch his show. It's a very niche audience of like 100 people now, but I understand what it is. This is the stream you listen to if you have a father that it was like, he would come home from his labor job, plop down in front of the TV in the Lazy Boy, cut the news on, and then like watch the news and just yell at it like mindlessly, like, these fucking idiots don't know what they're doing, goddamn fucking Democrats ruining this fucking country with the fucking immigrants and shit. And then he looks to his wife and the guest, like his bro who comes over from work with the 6-pack, and they like pound back the 6-packs. Yeah, they just holler at the TV and getting drunk and shit, and then they yell at their wife. Sometimes the wife comes into the living room and says, like, I need you to go out and get diapers today. And she's like, all right, fuck off, bitch. And that's like, that's the audience. Those people in there, they need that background noise. It soothes them. It's like, because they're in the other room and they're coloring on the kitchen table while this is happening. And Ralph is exactly that. That's exactly what that fills for these people. It all makes sense now. I've really cracked the code. Daddy issues the stream. Probably. I mean, why else? Why else would you let this guy yell at you like he does his audience? It's surely perplexing. Okay. God help me. I'm going to try to boot up VLC and put in a video so that I can talk about the other gun. And I promise, you're thinking like, oh no, not Chantal, please. I don't like the fat one. I promise. This is so funny that you will find it funny, even if you hate when I talk about Chantal. I promise you, chat. Because I mentioned she went off to Cuba. She flew to Cuba because she's Canadian. She can do that without it being a criminal thing. And while she's in Cuba, she detoxes from all her alcohol and shit. And she from weed, and then she finally binge drinks. She drinks like an entire bottle of rum, and she's a fighter. Yeah, Manjaro. That's why my shit breaks all the fucking time. She's a fighter when she's a mean drunk. So she lets off. She boots up her stream, and she immediately starts fucking screaming at her chat. And I have some timestamps. It's a very long stream. She stops. She goes 4 hours without pause, just ranting like a lunatic, a drunk, belligerent lunatic, indecipherable from Ralph at times, surprisingly. And I just want to get right to what she starts off with. She boots up the stream, and she might explain this at this timestamp, I can't remember. But she's a hollering, literally a hollering, because she was at the buffet where the Cubana boys were serving her food. And there was an older man, an older Canadian gentleman, who went up to the buffet where they were serving hamburgers to the guests. And he said, do you have any relish for my hamburger? And she is livid. She is so angry at this man. Like, how dare you come to Cuba and ask for a relish on your hamburger? And I will let her explain her own words.
And here we are. Ooh, ooh. I don't have relish on my burger. I don't have ketchup. Big fucking deal, you old, white, saggy, bald piece of fucking shit. Go back to your fucking diabetic wife, you piece of fucking shit. Oh, I hate people. Sorry. Ugh. My wife is at home. She don't want to come to Cuba because it's not comfortable for her. Oh, well, like Cuba really gives a shit about your wife, Mr. Relish Man. Guess what, Mr. Relish Man? Nobody gives a fuck about your white piece of shit wife in the fucking Western world, worrying about if your husband with saggy balls have fucking relish. Nobody gives a shit! Okay. I wanted to tell him to shut the fuck up. I wanted to tell him to shut the fuck up. Oh, you don't have relish on your burger. Ooh. Well, why the fuck are you vacationing in Cuba and you want to eat a fucking burger? Maybe you should eat rice and peas, you stupid bitch. Maybe you should eat rice and peas, you stupid bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if I see him tomorrow, you fucking bet I'm gonna fucking give him shit. You old wrinkly sack. Sorry. I gotta plug in my phone. I hate privileged white people more than anything in the fucking world. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. All right. If you hate privileged white people like I do, all right. Hi. Hi.
She continues about how much she hates white people for 4 hours. She, like, at some point it becomes that song, like, I hate crackers, I hate crackers, I hate crackers, I hate crackers, I fucking hate them, I motherfucking hate them, who would want to claim them, I hate crackers, I hate crackers. It just goes on and on about how evil white people are and colonialism and white privilege, and there's more timestamps. Let me skip just a little bit, see if I can get some more white rage.
Yes, I do. I hate it. It's not fair. Am I insane? Why is it not fair? It's not fair. The world's not fair. No, I'll give everybody electronics I fucking want. You know why? Because I can afford to. And I don't give a fuck. If I want to give a fucking Cuban man a fucking laptop, I will. Because I can afford to. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking laptop. I don't even fucking use it. I don't give a shit about it. Can I get an iPad?
Hey, Chantal says, Turkey Tom says, Chantal, can I have an iPad? And someone in her chat asked that as well. Can I have an iPad? And she responded directly to that. And I was reading the message when she said that. It really fucking weirded me out because this is a recording.
I don't give a fuck about a piece of shit laptop that I can go in fucking Best Buy and buy tomorrow that I won't because I don't give a shit. And I'm going to save all my money and give it all the fuck away to everybody else because I don't give a shit.
Okay, by the way, this is apparently not a bullshit story. She gave her laptop to a Cuban man at random. She just randomly gave out her electronics that I think she bought even. Oh no, she has an old one, but she brought an old laptop and said, oh, "Fuck it, here, Cuban man. I know you're impoverished and brown. I will bestow upon you this blessing." It's like a princess back in the day. Sir Knight, here is a token of your gratitude, and she gives him like a little handkerchief, and he's like, "Thank you, my lady." That's basically her with her electronics out in Cuba.
There's nobody starving in Canada. You can go in a fucking garbage bin, Colleen, and get a fucking sandwich. Really?
This is one of the best rants I've ever heard ever.
You're gonna act like people in Cuba here are not fucking poor? The starving in Canada doesn't hit the same as in Cuba, let me tell you right now. Okay? You get half a fucking roof here. Half a roof. The fucking welfare system gives losers who don't deserve it more fucking welfare money for having a child. No, sorry. There's people suffering everywhere, but no, sorry. It's not the same. Not the same.
So her argument, when someone says there are people who are poor in Canada as well as in Cuba, you don't have to go to Cuba to find people to help. She says, the people, let them eat trash burgers. Literally, may the poor of Canada dive deep into the dumpster and find thrown out food to eat because people in Cuba have half a roof. And then she goes on to say that people on welfare who have children for welfare don't deserve shit because people in Cuba have it so much worse. And I don't think she realizes when she's talking about how much she hates white people that the people who are dumpster diving for burgers and having children for welfare money are not usually the white people in Canada.
Not at all.
Okay. Skip ahead. 27:35. It's a lot of repeating herself and going, I just fucking hate crackers. I fucking hate crackers. I fucking hate them.
It's racist. What is? Yeah, I am racist against white people. I am. Actually, you cannot be a racist against white people. You cannot. You cannot. Yes, I hate our white privilege. Sue me. Fucking hate me. Be like, oh, you're a traitor against white people. I don't care. I hate our white privilege. I hate that there's such thing as a privilege. Every person should not be uncomfortable. Every person should have access to the necessities of life. And if I, in my power, if I have money and I can help people in need, I will. I will. I will. I don't care. We're gonna start a Beezer charity. What do you think? Why do I feel crazy for being nice to people? What the fuck? I'm playing cheeseburger. I'm gonna see Sam tomorrow.
There's a thought that I have deep in my head, and I dare not even iterate it. But now that I've shown it on stream, I might as well. I think that if you took this video of her raging about white people, and you edited it down to like 3 minutes of her and the dumbest shit she says, and then you say like, put it on YouTube, fat SJW melts down over white privilege, it would probably get 1 million views. I think if you sent that to like Dave Rubin or Ben Shapiro, they would play it. I bet you fucking money it would end up in like a Sargon SJW video. And I can't forbid my users from doing that because it would cause problems, and it's not really an arc I want to invite, but I feel it in my bones. Obese SJW cringe. If you're gonna do it, don't ruin Chantal, please. I enjoy her streams where she yells about being fat and white.
You need to eat, bitch. You need to eat carbs. That's your fucking problem. You need carbs. You're a fucking bitch. You need carbs. You're a bitch. You need carbs. Bitches need carbs. Okay? I'm fucking tired of fucking weight loss surgery. It's a fucking abomination to humanity. Actually, it fucking kills people. It causes people to have nutritional deficiencies. It's not natural. You need to fucking just eat natural for a fucking month and you will feel better. Alright? That's what I did. I'm a fucking food addict. I ate natural for a month and you know what? I'm feeling better. You are ignorant. You know what, Sweet Jean? Go fuck yourself, you old, ugly piece of shit. Goodbye!
Mistress Rebecca for $2 says, "You're overweight. Possessive you're." Gunrar Smash says, "Have another drink." Her chat is torn between being shocked and appalled that she's actively just saying, like, if you don't believe in white privilege, you can stop watching anytime you want, fuck off. And the other half are like, drink, 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 like cheering her on. Those are the winners. Those are the real chads of the Beezer delegation. 58.55.
Everybody in the world could become famous and they make millions of dollars and have everything they fucking want in life so they can realize that money is not happiness. It's true. No matter where I am in the world, no matter what fucking hotel room I'm in, no matter how much money I make, it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me happy at all. And I guess I'm just being honest, drunk. But it doesn't make me fucking happy to make money when people are suffering. Sorry.
She's crying. God, don't go to the Philippines.
It honestly doesn't make me happy. I can't.
She's not happy despite making a lot of money because she's so fat. If she wasn't fat, she would be happier. Though, I think I've told this before, but I'll reiterate it. I don't know what Cuba's like. I've never been. The most abject poverty I've ever seen was in Manila. There is a bridge that you cross driving from where I was at to a place called Cubao, I think. I can't remember. It's been so long. But Cubao is like the nicer part of Manila, is where all the rich people segregated themselves from the poor people. But when you travel from downtown Manila to Cubao, you cross this bridge over this river. And you can see when you're on the bridge, alongside the river, for as far as the eye can see, there are corrugated aluminum sheds built up. And it's just like they're stacked on top of each other. And it's just thousands of people living in corrugated aluminum sheds that they had just kind of bolted together. And there's like wires everywhere and shit dangling, and they string up like their clothes, like on clothespins hanging between the sheds and shit. And it's just like, it's abject poverty. And there's no way that someone brought up in those conditions ever has an opportunity to like receive an education and make something. You know, they're just stuck there next to that fucking dirty ass river in a corrugated aluminum shed, like stealing money from people and shit. And it's really depressing. I would actually strongly recommend going to a country that's as desperately poor as that, because it gives you unironically gives you a completely different perspective over what you have. It's not aluminum. It's steel. Okay, corrugated steel. Whatever. It looked like it was rusting though, so I guess it was maybe just a cheap iron. I don't know. Look, I'm not an expert on metallurgy. Okay, I never went to school. I did go to school briefly, and I didn't complete my associates for 7 years because I had to get a second Spanish credit. I went to Northwest Florida and I got into a general AA program. I got every credit I needed except Spanish 2, and I hated Spanish so much, and I didn't give a fuck about my degree, so I dropped out because I hated Spanish. To this day, I know no Spanish. I literally just asked my teacher one day, pass me, please, because I hate Spanish. I will never learn Spanish. I need the credit. So I got out with like a C, and my GPA was like 2.01, like just enough to get the degree. And then I'm like, okay, fuck it. Now nobody can call me a high school dropout because I've gotten my general AA. And I don't care if I told you the story before. I'm an old man. I'm turning 30 this year. I will start repeating my stories, and you just have to deal with it. It's like when your grandpa starts talking. My grandfather was a police officer. For 2 years. He was on the force 2 years before he got hit upside the head with a piece of wood, and they put him out on disability. For 2 years, I have heard every single one of his cop stories 10 times at least. And you would think that he was on the force for 20 years. No, this motherfucker was on 2 years. And half of the stories he has comes from these years as a police officer. He just really liked being a cop, I guess, because he got to beat black people.
And you treat me like shit. I paid your fucking rent and you move on to fucking Dee Dee from Lachine? With a gray pussy? I pay your rent and you fuck a gray pussy? Really? Really? I'm gonna post my pussy on OnlyFans right now. Right the fuck down. Right the fuck down.
So the stream cuts out because she takes her phone. She does go into OnlyFans and she posts a picture of her vagina. I've not seen it, but it's there if you have an account. And are interested in seeing that. Because Dee Dee, her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, they had a threesome at his request, and she's complaining that her vagina smelled of fish and was gray. So she posts her vagina to epically own Dee Dee.
EG leaked your OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck, Queenly. Why do I give a fuck? I don't care. You know what? I'm giving EG all rights to leak my nudes. I don't give a shit. Are you mad? Are you mad? Anyway,
you're gonna shit and cum. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
All right. Right, Jack? Yeah, Elle. This is the way I'm gonna spend the rest of my holiday.
Wait.
Ranting.
I'm a little bit early on this.
And you doxed your mother. So if people call the fucking old age home like I'm gonna do tomorrow, you fucking deserve it, you dumb fucking cunt. I don't care if I lose my channel either. I don't care if I lose my channel. Report me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I will re-fucking platform and you will follow me. You dumb bitch. You let your mom be fucking doxxed for him, you fucking desperate, low-life piece of shit. 47-year-old fucking loser. You're a loser. You will always be a loser. You and Nat are fucking losers. And you will always be a loser. And that's why you unblocked me from Facebook, because you have no choice. You have no choice because no one will fucking support you like I do. No one will ever support you like I did. And you fucking know that.
Drunk on rum Chantal is like more of a tough guy wigger than Ralph is. I think if you gave her like a bottle of rum and set her up against Ralph, she would beat the fuck out of him. He would be crying because she goes to the same shit. Like, yeah, I'll dox your mother. I'll call it the fucking senior living facility she's at. You think I give a fuck, bitch? You ain't never seen. I'm the king, baby. I'm the queen of entertainment.
Keep sticking up for Dee Dee and being on her. You're a fucking loser. You know you're miserable with her. You're so fucking bored. To the point where you had to sneak out and be like, come to the hotel with me, and she was calling, Natter, what about my feelings? I'm gonna call your harem and cry to them because I'm having a full-blown anxiety attack because you're fucking going with Chantal to the hotel. Meanwhile, she went to visit her mother at the fucking old age home, and he fucked me so hard while you're at your mom's house in your fucking bed on your purple mattress that you paid $4,000 for. Yeah, that's why you had to wash your sheets, because they were soaking wet, because you're a fucking loser. While you were visiting your fucking geriatric fucking mother who you doxed, I was fucking him in your bed and we soaked it. You dumb cunt. Yeah.
That's so vile. Someone in chat tried to distract me and say, oh, the site's down. The site was only momentarily down due to the traffic surge of people looking for that picture I mentioned. Very classy. I think drunk Chantal is one of the classiest people I've ever seen. How do you achieve such a level of etiquette?
No, he hasn't. And you know what? The only thing that's going to happen when he does get arrested, because it's going to happen, no one's going to fucking believe you, dumb shit. So you're going to go live and go, oh, your daughter's been arrested. I don't know what to do. Figure it out, bitch. Figure it out, you dumb cunt. Figure it the fuck out. Hi, Estrella.
That's not the clip I was hoping for.
Oh.
Is this it?
VIP peasant. You want to be blocked? Okay, goodbye, fucking loser. Goodbye.
Unless I missed the line. There's a line where she says, I hope people call the retirement home and dox her mother. Oh, okay. 2:43. Moving line wrong. We're already more than halfway done, chat, in case you're curious. Nadir has this interesting quirk. He does like cooking videos. They suck because he's like Egyptian and he can't speak English worth of shit. But he and what's her name? What's the name of the cooking lady? Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Sorry, chat. What? I've watched 1,000 of her videos. Kay. He and Kay both say I'm doing something my way. So Chantal makes fun of that. She's not referencing Kay's cooking. She's referencing Nadir, who also says my way.
Oh, God, no trash.
Also, she really hates the town of Gatineau, which is in Quebec, I guess, and that's where Nader is from. So if any of you are from Gatineau, Chantal thinks you are the scummiest fucker that has ever lived. She thinks that place is a cesspit that should sink into the earth. She hates Gatineau more than I hate the United Kingdom.
And you really fucking deserve jail. Ew, roast beef is not even the fucking word for it. Sardine fucking sandwich, anchovies. Anchovies lasheen my way. Disgusting Dee pussy my way. Like, gross. You're a swinger and you don't even fucking wash? You disgusting bitch.
By the way, shout out to Crazy Orange Cat. You can see she's been added in the chat. Because I like this view because this is the only footage that we have of this stream, and I can see the chat and my chat at the same time, so we know exactly what's going on. This is a great view. Though she should tidy up the margins so that there's more video available. But makes this wonderful recap possible. I don't have a clip of this. I do have a clip of this. It was before. She keeps saying that Dee Dee's pussy is gray. It's gray. She just keeps saying that over and over again. So he's gonna cook up some gray food, just like Kay. Kay likes gray food. Everything she cooks turns gray. So that's Dee Dee Moiway is also gray. I'm glad that we have continuity between our weirdos on the internet now.
Really show yourself and you come for my looks? Fuck you. No one cares. No, number one thing, you're not gonna call me. I'm not ugly. I'm fat. I'm not ugly.
This guy's okay. Someone in chat's actually angry at me. That's enough of this disgusting nonsense. I can't believe you spend hours watching this vile filth, Josh, and reading threads for hours. I put her on my TV, and I press play, and then I play PlanetSide. And when she starts ranting and raving about Dee Dee's gray pussy, I alt-tab to my notepad, and I say, 2 hours, 45 minutes, 30 seconds. Dee Dee's gray pussy. That'd be great for stream. That's funny. You've made it, by the way, you yourself have made it 2 hours and 17 minutes, and you probably waited 30 minutes for the stream to start. And you have sat through me talking about, let me recap, I have my notes here. Some bullshit about a fat Walmart bag lady censoring a cat on Reddit. Patrick Tomlinson failing to get an injunction against a guy who challenged him to a bar fight. Flamenco's fart fetish lolicon shotacon hentai porn that was found out today. And then his bowling alley with strippers. And now, only now that she is talking about her ex-boyfriend's girlfriend, you're like, this is trash. This is trash TV beneath my notice. Like, motherfucker, you have reached you have fallen to our level hours ago. You were there when this started, sir. You cannot back out now thinking, my good sensibilities. I come here for quality drama and trash talk. I do not come here for this vile filth, sir. Like, fuck off. Imagine being that nigga. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to interrupt her talking about her fat pussy.
Fuck you. I'm sorry, guys. He's made me insane.
Is PlanetSide any good? No.
I look in the mirror. Meredith? Okay, honestly, guys, objectively, who's hotter, me or Meredith? Meredith, go fuck yourself. You know you're ugly as fuck. Okay, get a life. Nobody gives a fuck about you. You're irrelevant. You're average. Nobody cares. You're never gonna win over me, so good luck. Meredith has Donald Trump smile. She's so fucking ugly. Your mouth looks like a rubber band, bitch. Go away. Oh my god. Meredith has the fucking nerve. It's not her real picture because she's ugly as fuck and she doesn't want.
Oh, no, I was a minute behind. This is the part that I want.
So,
she's making fun of this streamer. Now she's comparing herself to her, so she has an
You
epic...
cannot come for me unless you show yourself. If you're not going to really show yourself and you come for my looks, fuck you. No one cares. No, number one thing, you're not going to call me. I'm not ugly. I'm fat. I'm not ugly. And being fat's not a big deal anymore. It's 2022. Being fat is fucking hot. I have a fat pussy. You've seen it on a fucking on OnlyFans. It's fucking sexy as fuck. And it makes men come within 2 minutes. So fuck you. How about that? Huh? Renee fucking came in like 1 minute flat. From that fat pussy that you're criticizing. So you better fucking like it, bitch. Yeah.
I love chat's reaction to that. Renee's a Cuban guy that she hooked up with at the resort, and she has more to say about him because she's so sympathetic to the plight of the Browns.
I hate him. It was a good restart. Yeah, I'm marrying Renee, and he's moving in with me with his son. I need kids. I need a fucking son. And I love Renee. He's fucking hot. He eats me out from behind. He don't care how fat the pussy is. He's not afraid of it. Ew. And you're gonna be stuck eating out Dee Dee's gray fucking twat all your life. And good luck with that. Ew, barf. 47-year-old gray pussy. Gross.
I have a story to tell you. As I near the end of my list, actually, there's only like three more things left, right? But a while back, when Chantal, if you don't remember, Chantal had cancer, and she had uterine cancer, I think, or ovarian cancer. She had PCOS, so she developed cancer in her ovaries. I'm pretty sure it was Amber Lynn that got uterine cancer. And by the way, both female genital cancer is very common in the super morbidly obese because fat releases estrogen. So when you have hormonal issues as a result of being fat, you're more likely to develop cancer in your uterus or ovaries, which is why they both got cancer, because they're fat. So if she gets her, when you're that fat, they can't really say like, oh, well, you have a small lump here and we can try to excise it, because the diagnostic tools don't penetrate your fat. So they can't really say what the fuck is happening. They can just say, we know you have cancer. It will spread if we don't take it out now. We don't know exactly where it's at on your ovaries or your uterus because you're so fat we can't use tools to figure out where it's at. So what we're going to suggest to you is a total hysterectomy. We're going to take out all of your reproductive organs, and that will probably stop the cancer without having to be too precise. So both Amberlynn and Chantal did this, and when this happened, I told people in chat that she would probably be depressed over the fact she couldn't have kids because, and I quote, all women want kids. This was a mistake. And if I was trying to avoid confrontation, this going to a women's space and saying all women want children, this is a mistake, because I was jumped by 40, 50, maybe over 1,000 people telling me, no, that's not true. Not all women want kids. Our biological imperatives are a myth. We're human beings and there's more to life than having children, blah, 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 blah. But now I stand victorious atop a mountain of fallen Karens, and I point to this moment of drunken sobriety, I'll call it, where she says that, in fact, she needs kids and wants a son. I have been right all along. You can try and hide your true feelings, but you know I am true, right? You know I am right about this, Karens. You cannot beat me.
I just don't even know. It fucked me up so It fucked me up so bad. I fucking hate them, Care. I can't fucking deal with it. I don't care if I lose my channel. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate you.
Talking about Nader.
Fucking hate you.
Not me.
I fucking hate you. I called you from Windsor and you're like, oh yeah, acting all fuck, and then you had fucking Dee Dee over you, fucking piece of shit. Oh man, that will be your fucking mistake. You know why? That will be your fucking mistake. Love it. Fucking live it and love it. You know what? You fucking unblocked me. You fucking unblocked me, and because you're desperate. Because you have no one.
No, fuck you, Josh. No, you don't. Not. You are still wrong. Fuck you. Made me cross streams and message on YouTube. Null vindicated. Jersh. He's whining because women came back at him, lol, and now he thinks that Guntail's drunken retardation supports him. Null, get your ass in here. We can and will beat you, but you'd enjoyed it too much. Let him have it. He's all he has. He isn't getting laid. Poor guy. Fuck off, Josh. I'm right and you're wrong. Fuck you. Okay, I have like 2 more timestamps. Or 3 more actually. Oh, she gets racist here. That's why I clipped this.
Your fault. You and Nader made me this way. You manipulate women, you fucking abuse women enough, this is what happens. You like it? You don't like it? Oh, sorry, go back to Egypt, you fucking refugee piece of shit. You don't even deserve to be in Canada. You should be deported. You deserve to be hung by the fucking president. You deserve everything you get. You do not deserve to be in Canada. You do not deserve to breathe the air of Canadian air. You are fucking evil. You do not deserve to be in Canada at all. At all. You don't deserve to be in Canada.
Oh my god. Look at the mixture of reactions. All my chat saying based, and then everyone in the Kiwi Farms chat is saying based, or just yelling at her. And then everyone in her chat saying, oh my god, racist as fuck. Oh my god, no, girl, no. Stop. Did he hurt someone in Egypt? Dude, no, racist. And then Dr. Agatha Carver is just laughing. Excellent. I love it. You drop something like that into a crowded room and everyone is like, it's like when Will Smith slapped whatever the fuck Chris Rock and they showed everyone's faces and like some people are shocked, other people are laughing or smiling or smirking. It's like that. You gotta capture everyone's essence in times like these.
You deserve to fucking be in Canada at all.
Oh, she said explicitly, refugee piece of shit. Just, Bert, beautiful, just amazing. I couldn't have put it better myself.
How is that racist, Dana? He doesn't deserve to be in Canada. He's a piece of shit. Regardless of his nationality, as a person, he doesn't deserve to be in Canada. Okay, Dana, goodbye then. Racist, fuck you, Dana, you dumb cunt. Go fucking kiss your cat, bitch.
Message deleted.
He was going to be hung in Egypt. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about him. Hell hath no fear. You're like a woman scorned. Ship the mummy back to Egypt. Exactly.
Oh, wait. Here, watch.
Racist, fuck you, Dana, you dumb cunt. Go fucking kiss your cat. As a person, he doesn't deserve to be in Canada. Okay, Dana, goodbye then. Racist, fuck you, Dana, you dumb cunt. Go fucking kiss your cat, bitch. He was going to be hung in Egypt. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Damn it,
about
didn't
him.
play. There. I need this on sound. I need to get like a thing so that when she blocks someone or says something racist, I can be like, that's what the kids like. I've been told by influencers that this is what the kids like these days. I need to keep up with the times if I want my numbers to grow.
Hands is a desperate fucking cunt. That's who she is. How can you marry Renee Wayne? Josh Moon would treat you right. I don't know about that.
I
You
failed.
think
Yes,
so?
I know.
Chantal, I'm glad I got to join while you're in Cuba. Hi! So you're mean drunk. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Okay, goodbye, Liliana. I'll just block you. Goodbye.
Oh, no.
No more rum. No, I need more rum. I'm just waiting for... What's my battery at? I can go drink more rum. Yes.
I think this is the clip. Wait, it's already over. I missed it. Oh my god.
Flutter Tucker, do you have a point? I'd like to hear it.
How did I miss it?
Angel Hands is a desperate fucking cunt. That's who she is. How can you marry Renee Wayne? Josh Moon would treat you right. I don't know about that.
She mumbled it. That's why I didn't hear it. You gotta say it boldly. Look at how she shies away. The mere mention of my name causes her, after hours and hours of loud mouth, bad mouthing everyone, full throated attack on Nadir, the mere mention of my name, and she's whispering her response. And this is the effect that I have on all people. Just so you know, not just the really fat ones. Okay. That's enough. There's like another hour of it, but that's the good stuff, I believe. So, with that all said and done, I've been at this for way too long. I appreciate everyone who waited the half an hour it took for me to figure out my my computer issues once again. Did I miss anything? Did I fail to cover anything? Is everyone satisfied by today's content? Long stream? Yeah, it is a little bit long. No, I forgot to talk about Ralph. UFOs? Pete's is still like ranting and shit. When you go to China, please have a soundboard to play the wee woo so you don't miss it. All right, we're done. This for my outro song. I'm dedicating this to all the animes out there, all you anime fans. I will see you guys on... Wait, today's Friday. No, next Friday. When's next Friday? I may not see you guys next Friday, but I may have something else instead if I can't do next Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Kill 'em all. Kill 'em all. I could 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 kill 'em all. No way that you can hide from the best. I'm a mess. I body anything that take a breath. On my left is a Apollo body bigger than myself, and on my right is 100 scared souls screaming hell. And they scattered trying to get away, but they gon' meet they in the day, cause they no way they ever had a chance to contend with me. Cause see, I kill 'em all. I could kill 'em all. It's either me or them, and my blood ain't about to spill it all. Cause I'm the hunter, not the hunting. And for an enemy, I guarantee that they don't want me. It's something just a little different about how I run things. Maybe it's the way I turn my enemies to lunch meat, or maybe it's the way I smash everything in front of me. They don't want it, I do it so easy, it's funny, G. I turn a vet into a wannabe and do it to the death. I put them in their final scene. Hey, yeah. I could kill 'em all. I could kill 'em all. Yeah. I could kill 'em all. I could kill 'em all. Yeah. I could kill 'em all. I could kill 'em all. Yeah. I could kill 'em all. I could kill 'em all. I can see the fear in their faces, and here when I come out of the box to leave them faceless, it almost makes it strange for me to break them bones, but now I break so many that it's basic. They told me have mercy, I hit them with a flurry, show them the dark side, then give them hell's fury. Now show me somebody on the planet that handle that, and I'll show you a body that's open just like a saddlebag. Candle wax, that's how I melt them down. My aim flawless, I never mess around. Move at perfection's pace, taking out these clowns. In other words, you against me, then you going down. I said I kill 'em all, I could kill 'em all. I got more bodies than the morgue. Now who next to fall? Who next to find out what it's like for them to hit the wall? So hard that when I'm done, ain't nothing left at all. Yeah.